Two-year All-OVAC Academic Award winner, National Honor Society President. Second team All-District, All-Eastern District for football team co-captain. Harrison plans to attend the Ohio State University and major in biology to pursue a career in medicine. Harrison Ogle. Next senior tonight is Nathan Snodgrass. Escorted by his father, Nathan Snodgrass, Rachel Snodgrass, Amanda Snodgrass. Nathan is a third-year varsity football letter winner, first-year JV tennis letter winner, member of the Suicide Prevention Coalition. Nathan plans to go to college and major in physical therapy or join the United States Marine Corps. Nathan Snodgrass. Our next senior for tonight is Dalton Taylor, escorted by his parents, Steve and Cheryl Taylor. Dalton is a National Honor Society member, 3-year academic letter winner, 3-year cross-country letter winner. Dalton plans to attend a 4-year college. Dalton Taylor. The last senior for tonight is Cody Wallace, escorted by his parents, Gary and Jessica Wallace. Cody is a 3-year varsity football letter winner, a 3-year varsity baseball letter winner, and a 4-year academic letter winner. Cody plans to go into the United States Marine Corps, get an engineering degree, marry his beautiful girlfriend, and have a family. Cody Wallace. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one big round of applause for all of our Cambridge seniors. Good luck in all of your future endeavors, and don't forget, go Cats!
I can hear. Grabbed my reading glasses when I left Homer, because after practice I just came straight here. Are those reading glasses?
Yes, they are. I always carry a backup.
Look at that.
How's that work for you?
Okay, hey, we're not going to be on TV, are we?
You're not. My big head gets in.
Okay, he will. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Week 10 of the high school football season. It's rivalry week. And in Guernsey County, that means the Bobcats and the Colts. Good evening. Bill Kafir along with Tom Strasser at McFarland Stadium. And Week 10 as the Bobcats come in 6-3 overall, 2-2 in league play. The Colts at 2-7 and 1-2. And Tommy, you and I talked earlier tonight of how things have changed in 365 days. Last year, the Colts were on the verge of making the playoffs for the first time, and the Bobcats trying to play the spoiler role. That didn't happen. 22-6, the Colts win. They go to the playoffs and make history and all that. Tonight, it's the Bobcats who are on the verge of trying to get into the playoffs. It would be their fourth appearance should they get there, but it's been a long drought. Haven't been there in a while, and they're trying to punch their ticket.
Yeah, and I think Meadowbrook just a year ago, as you said, came in not only to break a long losing streak against their Guernsey County rivals, but knowing they needed to go through them to get to the playoffs. So Meadowbrook now, they know what Cambridge, the motivation that they have, and it's very important that Meadowbrook matches the intensity that Cambridge is going to, the extra intensity that Cambridge is going to be playing with tonight. And Meadowbrook should be able to do that because they know the feeling just a year ago.
Well, and how things have flipped with these two teams, not only record-wise, but the Bobcats have made it through the season with virtually no serious injuries, although they're missing a guy tonight. I think we're actually bringing a guy back, and Kobe Berger had a sprained ankle last week. The Colts, on the other hand, they can't turn around without somebody getting hurt.
Yeah, Meadowbrook has battled injuries all year. They've had guys in and out of the lineup, and one guy that doesn't get a lot of publicity as far as media and stuff, that's Judd Ramage. He was starting center and on defense, and he was one of the vocal leaders, and not only one of the best players on the line and on defense as well. He did so much, and when they lost him, you can really tell watching the line a difference since he's been gone.
And I talked to Coach Gunn before the game, and then certainly you've talked to Coach Twitty throughout the year. You can't replace quality senior leadership, and that can be so much that makes a difference. And Coach Gunn talked about that earlier tonight when we did the tailgate, about these seniors, the day after last year's loss to Meadowbrook, dedicated themselves to working hard to get this season underway and maybe getting in the playoffs. They did everything they could to try to turn things around.
Yeah, and when you look at Meadowbrook, what they're facing with, what an opportunity they have, not only to get back-to-back wins against the Bobcats for the senior class, but a chance to throw a, kind of rain on the Bobcat playoff parade as well.
Well, we're going to take a break here in our pregame. We come back, we'll take a closer look at tonight's starting lineups. We'll get a chance to talk briefly about the playoff scenarios as well. Everything taking place tonight on 97.7 WILE. You're also listening to us if you're streaming it online. You could be getting the video as well as tonight's audio, or just checking out the audio at your radio place as well. We can bring it to you every way you want it. We'll be back right after this.
ABC Sports presents Cambridge High School Bobcat Football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Southeastern Med, White Sides of Cambridge, Theo's Restaurant, and Area Agency on Aging Region 9.
Advanced, patient-centered orthopedic care. The precise treatment you need. Because balancing your life is so much easier with orthopedic care right here at home. Southeastern Med, your community hospital.
Do you or someone you know need assistance paying for prescription medications? The Area Agency on Aging Region 9 is working to identify Medicare beneficiaries who may qualify for the Extra Help program. This program can assist to help pay prescription drug costs, monthly premiums, annual deductibles, co-pays, and provide gap coverage which is associated with the Medicare prescription drug plan. Please contact our office at 740-435-4904 to see if you qualify.
Save a barrel of cash on new 2016s during the October Car Fest at White Sides of Cambridge. Save $8,000 on a professional grade GMC Sierra 2500 HD Crew Cab 4x4, priced at $34,610. A GMC Terrain SLE1 $24,205. A loaded Acadia for $34,750. Or save $5,000 on a Buick Encore. And check out the all-new XT5 now at your Cadillac headquarters, White Sides of Cambridge.
White Sides of Cambridge. Cambridge.com.
Just north of I-70 on Route 209.
Welcome back to McFarland Stadium, Week 10 of the high school football season, a rivalry week between the Bobcats and the Colts tonight. You're listening to our pregame. Pregame brought to you tonight and every night this season by Second Chances Retail. Update your fall wardrobe and get your sports apparel at Second Chances Retail on Woodlawn Avenue in Cambridge. Beautiful night for Week 10, Mr. Strasser. And a week ago, the Cats played New Philadelphia on this field, and it was a quagmire. Water side to side and up and down the sidelines. Tonight, it looks like the fast track.
Oh, absolutely, and give a lot of props to the ground crew here of Cambridge, because you're right. It's hard to believe that this was the field that Cambridge and New Philly played on last week. It actually looks pretty good, and like you said, a fast turf. And I'm sure both teams that the last few years, it seems like, they've played in some rain and sloppy conditions, and that's not the case tonight, and that's good.
Yeah, the Colts come in playing on grass. They've been playing on turf most of the season, haven't had a lot of opportunities to play on grass. Does that make any difference at this point in the season?
I don't think so. I don't think it'll have that much of an impact at all. I think the one thing that the biggest impact is going to be is if Meadowbrook can somehow slow down Cambridge's rushing game. That's been the Achilles heel for Meadowbrook this season, has been their run defense. Now, in their defense, they have faced some mighty good the running backs, and they're going to see a couple here tonight as well.
Yeah, William Lowe comes in with 842 yards on the season, 11 TDs. He's put together a few big games here late down the stretch, and the Bobcats will ride him as long as they can. And then when he needs a breather, Rusty Hayhurst comes in, 6'2", 185-pound senior who's got over 500 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns. And Nathan Snodgrass, himself the quarterback, not a bad runner as well. He's rushed for over 200 yards and 7 touchdowns while throwing for nearly 1,200 yards as well. So, and Coach Gunn, his philosophy is let's run first and run second, and we'll run third, and if we're still running, we'll keep on running. But they have mixed the pass in extremely well this year, and that's something the Colts have done real well the last couple of years under Coach Twitty, and they've got a stable of excellent wide receivers.
Yes, they do, and it all starts with their quarterback, Connor Roberts, who's set his school record that he broke, that he owned last year. He's got 19 touchdowns on the year. He needs 10 completions tonight, which he has a great chance of getting to break another school record as well, and he has just been a record stat stuffer, so to speak, over these last 2 years that he's quarterback. But BK, when you look at Meadowbrook, the big difference tonight and the key is going to be their offensive line. The teams that have slowed down Meadowbrook's potent offense has been the teams that have been able to rush Roberts with 4 and drop 7. The teams that have had to rush 5 to 6 guys, you're putting your secondary on an island, and he's able to get the ball out and really hurt them. But if Cambridge can rush Connor Roberts with their front 4 and drop 7 in the secondary and make him throw the ball before he's ready, that's going to be tough for Meadowbrook. So the offensive line is going to be huge. And again, missing their center who's been out most of the year in Judd Ramage.
One of the people you're going to want to take a look at tonight for the Bobcats is going to be number 5, William Lowe. He is the starting tailback for the Bobcats, but also a defensive end. He's their best pass rusher. He has 8.5 tackles for loss, 5 sacks on the season. And you can imagine when you take the skill level of a running back who has that kind of quickness and strength and put him at a defensive end, he comes off the ball quickly and he's around the corner real quick. He puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and that will be one of those matchups that the Colts are going to have to be aware of tonight. Where is he when he lines up on defense, on the left or right? And you may want to be going away from it.
Yeah, and Meadowbrook, their rushing attack, they're going to be missing Trevor Stevens, a senior who had a nice game last week in their loss against Bishop Reedy. But he's been out a good bit of the year. Their 2 running backs that they're going to rely on, a freshman and a sophomore. The freshman, Timmy Ferguson, you look at him, he does not look anything like a freshman. This kid's put together, and he has speed. And Brady Blattner, he is a bruiser back there as well. So Meadowbrook, they're going to have to be able to run the football some to keep Cambridge from making them one-dimensional, or it could be tough for the young Colts.
Looking at the Colts defense, and they'll start first on defense. The Bobcats won the toss. They wanted the ball, and the Colts up front have Devin Norman, 175-pound sophomore, C.J. Moore, 200-pound sophomore, Bryson Eubanks, 285-pound junior, and Bobby Faco, 180-pound junior. Couple of sophomores up front there for the Colts. The linebackers, Brady Blattner, Easton Black, Garrett Clendenning, and Timmy Ferguson that you just mentioned, 185-pound freshman, going both ways tonight for the Colts. Davis Black, 185-pound sophomore at one corner, Parker Black at the other, and Connor Roberts doing double duty as quarterback, and he'll be the safety for the Bobcats up front tonight. Senior guard Charlton at 215. He moved from fullback to the offensive line this season. Harrison Ogle, another senior, at the left guard. Tommy Moore anchoring it in the middle, of 235-pound senior. Garrett Dostal at 250 at right guard, and Tommy Arnold at the right tackle. Nathan Snodgrass, the senior signal caller, 6'1", 185, and behind him, Kobe Berger when the Bobcats go with the fullback set at 225-pound fullback. William Lowe at 170 and Rusty Hayhurst at 185. The tailbacks, Cody Wallace, a little bit at tight end when the Cats go with tight end.
Yeah, but hey, I'm just wondering, sorry, BK, a little bit of maybe
gamesmanship.
Yes, because you're talking about the special teams for the Cats are on the field. Meadowbrook has not taken the field yet.
We saw them arrive in the bus, so we know they're on the ground, but they're not on the field. And I think one of the officials actually went down after him. He's coming back on the field now. To finish the Bobcats starting lineup tonight, the Cats will go with some 3 and 4 and occasional 5 wide sets. Expect to see Marcus Hamilton, Alex Valentine, Logan Tuttle, Trent Valentine, Lee Colvin, and at times tonight, Cooper Kearns on the field for the Bobcats in one of those wideout spots. And here come the Colts, who are in their orange shiny helmets, white jerseys, and orange numerals and black pants. The Bobcats at home tonight wearing the royal blue tops, black pants, and white helmets. We'll be underway momentarily. Our pregame brought to you tonight by Second Chances Retail. Check them out on Woodlawn Avenue in Cambridge. And our first kickoff and every kickoff tonight brought to you by WB Green Insurance, a hometown agency that cares about your insurance concerns. And talk for a moment, Tommy, about special teams. And now that Ben Davis, who has been the kicker for the Colts most of the season, isn't going to be in the lineup tonight, they've got to go with somebody that's not really tested in varsity kicking competition in terms of punting and extra points and those things. How does that hurt a team?
Well, that will be huge. Now, in Meadowbrook's defense, when the touchdowns, they have probably gone for 2 more than they have kicked extra points. They haven't kicked many extra points. Now, we expect Bryson Eubanks to be the punter. Now, who's going to be kicking off here? We'll see. And Cambridge has to be ready. Meadowbrook, they've done a lot of onside kicks this year, but not as many the last 3 weeks.
It's like Connor Diaz, number 34, on the kickoff. Our WB Green kickoff back deep for the Bobcats is going to be Tuttle and William Lowe. Diaz places the ball between the hashes, and he'll boot a short one that's going to land about the 35, picked up by one of the Bobcat up guys, and he'll definitely take a knee quickly. And I'm trying to check out who that was for the Bobcats, Bryce Hanel. A little heads-up play to give the Bobcats pretty good field position to start things out and their initial drive of the night.
Yeah, and it'll be big for Meadowbrook, who comes in losing their last 3 to get off to a good start. These first 4 or 5 minutes, BK, they're going to be huge for the young Meadowbrook Colt squad, that they don't get hit with big plays early, and they can maybe get a 3 and out and get the offense on the field with a chance to take an early lead. Bobcats
line up with Lowe in a shotgun set, and Snodgrass there with him. 3 wides to the right for the Bobcats, 1st and 10 from their own 31. Handoff, Lowe to the left side, and he'll pop it through the line and across the 35 near the 36 or 37, and about 5 on that first down carry for William Lowe. And the Bobcats can have 5 yards a pop tonight. You won't see the ball in the air a whole lot, I imagine.
Yeah, and that was Eubanks on the tackle from his defensive tackle position.
So Eubanks will move from the tackle to the end this time. 3 wides again to the right. Play action, quick flip out in the right flat, and that ball kicked off. Yes, it was tipped and then right into the hands of a Colt, and I think that was
Bobby Faco, I do believe.
So, second play of the night, and the Bobcats threw an interception, and Faco comes up with it on the outside.
Well, I'm looking, no, excuse me, I think that may have been Easton Black instead. Is that 10 on the Easton Black?
Easton Black. So give Easton Black. And that's your first big play of the night. The Colts take over at the Bobcats 37. Shotgun look. Roberts on the handoff, or actually on the keeper, and he'll take it straight ahead and get a short game. William Lowe and for the Bobcats. Kobe Berger back in the lineup with that stop after a gain of about a half yard.
Then we talked about Roberts, 19 touchdowns. The kid's also very willing to keep it and use his legs as well.
Colts 3 wide, 2 to the right. Pistol set with Ferguson deep. He'll take the handoff straight ahead and right into that middle of the defense. And Kobe Berger once again in there along with the Bobcats' Garth Charlton, the 2 inside linebackers. And there'll be no gain for a second play for the Colts. They've tested the middle twice. Brady Blattner on the spot defensively. Or check that.
With the carry,
with
yes.
The carry, that's right. Blattner, I'm sorry.
Hey, sometimes it's up here with the glare. It's tough to see the numbers. Yeah, Ferguson's 1 and Blattner's 3.
Colts will shift, sending wide receivers both sides. Roberts takes the snap on the reverse option. Pass play. Ferguson's going to throw it down the left sideline, have a man wide open. That's Parker Black taking it inside to 15. He was not covered as that trick play caught the Bobcats entirely off guard.
Yeah, and Meadowbrook was able to use that same play, just a double handoff pass last week for success.
So 1st and 10 from the Cambridge 9-yard line. Roberts fakes it and keeps it himself. He'll take it off the left side, dive to the pylon, and he's in. Roberts with the little trickery in the backfield, faked it to Blattner, then took it off the left side himself from 8 yards out. The Colts are on the board first.
Yeah, and Coach Twitty, he's going to empty his playbook tonight, set up with the receiver pass that set up this 30-yard reception to the 9, and then Connor Roberts dives to the pylon, and Meadowbrook takes the early lead.
Took advantage of a Bobcat turnover. And it looks like the Colts are going to, they lined up to kick it, and now they're going to go for 2. Connor Roberts with a bunch of guys in the backfield with him. Going to take the direct snap, hand it off. Coming left side is Ferguson trying to get to the corner. Bounces off of one guy and steps out of bounds. So the try for 2 is no good. And with 9:58 left in the opening period, the Colts will have a 6-0 lead. We'll be back right after this. .58 left here in the opening period. The Colts lead at 6-0 after a turnover by the Bobcats, and it's just one of those crazy turnovers, Tommy, as you throw a pass out there. The receiver bobbled a little bit, bounced off of his knee, and right into the hands of the defender that was covering him.
Yeah, and we talked about just before kickoff how crucial it was for Meadowbrook to get off to a good start. So that just kind of builds the confidence, and then we'll see how the Bobcats respond with early adversity facing them.
So the Colts now are going to go to Bryson Eubanks to kick off this time, our WB Green kickoff, with the Colts shocking the Bobcats, leading 6-0.
Usually when Eubanks kicks, he kicks it deep.
He approaches, and he hits it short to the right side, picked off by one of the Bobcat up guys. And again, they'll have good field position. Bobcats, I think that was right to Anal again. He'll get it out near the 40-yard line, and the Bobcats, as they did on their first drive, have decent field position, but you got to keep the ball away from the defenders.
Yeah, and we'll see. Look for Cambridge probably on this drive, BK. You would think maybe to try to establish the run and try to pound it at this young Colt defense.
Well, they threw what they thought was a safe pass the first time out. That didn't work out so well for them. After gaining 5 yards on their first down carry, they'll spend 2 wides to the right. Alex Valentine wide to the left. Hayhurst checks in, offset to the right of Snodgrass. And now Valentine all the way across the motion, making 3 receivers. They hand off inside. Hayhurst up the left sideline to the 40, and across the 40, he'll pick up about 4 for the Bobcat.
Yeah, nice gain on first down. Remember the last drive, Cambridge went pass on 2nd and 5. I think it's a good chance they're going to continue to try to run the ball. 2 carries, 9 yards here in early going.
Try to mix it up a little bit. See what happens here if the Cats face 2nd down and 6. 2 wide to the short side. That'll be the Bobcats left and 1 to the right. Snodgrass again, the handoff straight ahead, and good yardage again for the Bobcats. Rusty Hayhurst, and he'll have enough for a first down. Takes it into Colt territory down to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, 9 yards for Hayhurst, and you can see the push that this Cambridge offensive line, a unit that's played extremely well this year.
They've been very cohesive, getting it done up front tonight. Jod Mahari working into that right tackle spot, replacing Tom Arnold. 8:53, Colts lead at 6-0. Cats 1st and 10. Hand off again. Hayhurst off the left side and lowers his shoulders down to the 45-yard line. And another good first down gain of 4, almost 5 yards for the Cats. Yeah, and if you can continue to get chunks like that, there may be no reason to throw it in the air. The Cats like to spread the field with multiple wide receivers, and they'll do so again here with 3.
Yeah, and Meadowbrook really stacking the box.
Now they've got 8 in the box on this play. Snodgrass 2nd and 6 on the jet sweep to Tuttle. Around the right side, trying to get to the corner, stacked up there, cuts it back up, and he'll get to the 40, maybe the 39, and that'll put him about a yard shy of another first down. Certainly 4 down territory probably for the Bobcats at this stage of the drive.
And I tell you, Parker Black, he did not make the tackle from his cornerback position, but he did a nice job holding containment and forcing the play back inside, where the Cats come up about a yard short.
3rd and 1, Lepla and Hamilton wide to the left. And a flag comes in. The Bobcats, I think, broke the huddle with 12.
It's offense. 5 yards, 3rd down.
And I think that indeed was the case. Illegal substitution. So the Cats will move back 5. And so instead of 3rd and 1, 3rd and 6 coming up. First penalty of the night.
Yeah, and that's the pre-snap penalties, especially week 10, they will drive a coach absolutely crazy.
The Cats still 3 wides here, but maybe a different play. Snodgrass rolling to his right. Pump fakes it, throws it out in the right flat, and nearly a circus catch out there intended for Trent Valentine. And kind of had him backing up. So now will the Cats punt it away? It looks like the special team's coming on. So that penalty really hurt the Bobcats there.
Yeah, 3rd and 1 makes it a almost obvious passing down at 3rd and 6. So the Bobcats kind of shoot themselves in the foot on this drive.
Blattner back about the 10. Alex Sleeper on to punt it away. He is stepping into it, high floater down the right sideline. It hits about the 20. Might have hit a player. I'm not sure if it hit a Colt or a Bobcat right at the 20
It
yard
hit
line.
Tuttle right on the noggin.
Right out of bounds. They'll give him the 20-yard line as the spot. And Leaper been kind of working with that rugby-style kicking a little bit to try to get a little bit more distance on it. That time didn't really get into that rugby look there and floated it high. So the Colts take over leading 6-0. 7-12 left here of the opening period. They'll start this drive from their own 20-yard line. Two wide to the right, one split to the left. In motion now comes Ferguson, and he'll take it on the jet sweep. Nope, check that again. The fake, and Roberts on the keeper, and there's nothing there up the middle. Again, Charlton and Berger on the stop for the Bobcats. Berger hurt a week ago. He's making up for it here pretty early. He's been in on every tackle.
Yeah, and Berger, his responsibility was the quarterback. He did not go to the left of Ferguson at all and was there to drop Roberts for a loss.
Flatner offset to the left of Roberts. Roberts back to pass. Under pressure, flushed out of the pocket. He'll tuck it and run out to the 20, across the 20, near the 25 before Hayhurst corrals him. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Colts. To their own 25, quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Roberts taking his time here, checking the sideline now. As many teams do, they hustle up to that line and then check the sideline to see if the defense makes an adjustment. They'll change the play. Ferguson in motion. He'll come across the play. Roberts fires one in the slot, and that in and out of the hands of his intended receiver looked like Easton Black, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and Roberts had time in Easton Black. The one thing BK Meadowbrook has done extremely well all year, they have caught the football. They do not drop many passes. And I think Easton was kind of looking for the first down marker and may have took his eye off the ball.
So the Colts back in punt formation. Bryson Eubanks will be the punter. Back deep for the Bobcats. It'll be Trent Valentine. Eubanks gets it. He'll step into it, angling it toward the sideline. It'll bounce around the 50-yard line, and the Cats will let it go all the way inside the 40 down to about the 32. So a good punt by Eubanks backs the Bobcats up again. 6-0, Colts on top.
Yeah, and Cambridge is going to take over just at about the 32.
And that's about where they've been every drive. But even after picking up a first down here, they haven't been able to sustain anything. A penalty hurt them on their last drive. Well,
it must have touched somebody because they're getting it at the 39-yard line.
A little better.
So it must have hit one of the Meadowbrook players right there.
The Cats come out changing up the offensive set this time. Pro-I set as Berger checks in at the fullback spot. Low will be in at the tailback, and Snodgrass under the center this time. I formation straight ahead. Low stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there as those orange helmets crowd him for little, if any, gain.
Yeah, and we talked about Meadowbrook putting 8 to 9 in the box. They are really selling out to stop the run.
Yeah, they had a bunch of guys in there that time. Moore, Eubanks stacked it up in the middle, and there wasn't any place for a Low to cut back, and he likes to have that backside seam to cut back to it. 2nd and 9. Coming up on the 5-minute mark of the opening period, Colts lead at 6-0. Twin receivers to the right. Off the left side this time, Low will pop through and get it out near the 45-yard line where the Cats will find themselves 3rd and 4. So the Cats have committed themselves a little bit more here to the ground game, as you talked about the last time they had it. And Berger coming off, so we may see a 3 or 4 wide set, and Berger's showing just a little limp to that sore ankle.
And we'll see if Cambridge tries to get the ball on the perimeter here.
Alex Valentine split wide to the left. He is their leading receiver. Snodgrass will hand it off to Low. Off the left side, has the first down and a couple to boot. Across the 50 to the Colt 49. Move the sticks for the Bobcats. And they've been in Colt territory a couple of times, but they have not been able to take advantage of it and sustain a drive. Their third possession here in this first period.
And give Lowe with some credit with yards after contact. He was hit about 2 yards short of the first down and was able to break that and spring for the first.
Spread formation again for the Bobcats. Pass quickly in the left flat, and Tuttle has it go in and out of his hands. Incomplete. Coverage out there by Davis Black for the Colts. Wouldn't have gained a lot, I don't think, that time had he even held on to it. But as you said, in games like this, that high energy, high emotion games, I think the receivers are the ones that struggle with it most early on.
Yes, that's right. But the one thing Meadowbrook's defense they have to do, and they've done so far here in the first half, they've limited the big plays. They got to make Cambridge go, use 12 to 13 plays to get in the end zone. 3
wide set again. Option to the wide side. Pitch out to Lowe. He breaks a couple of tackles, gets to the 40, into the secondary, and inside to 30, William Lowe. Last man to have a shot at him brings him down. And it looked like it might have been Connor Roberts or Easton Black possibly that had that last look at him, but that's going all the way. Yeah, Easton Black back there kept that from being 6.
Yeah, and a nice play call with Meadowbrook stacking the box. If you can get it on the perimeter and make one guy miss, you got a chance to get in the secondary, and Lowe did that, picking up about 19.
1st and 10. Bobcats from the Colt 29-yard line. 6-0 Colts. Cats on the move here. Handoff straight ahead. Low, big hole right down the middle. He'll push the sticks again inside the 20, near the 19. On the first down carry, he gets about 10. And let's see if they'll give him exactly 10 in a first down or just shy of that mark.
And BK, like you called it, Cambridge, not surprising, sticking to the run here because so far they're winning the battle at the line of scrimmage.
From the 18. 1st and 10 again. 3 wides. Low offset to the right. And again, it'll be Low straight ahead. Makes a nice cut up the middle to 15 to the 10. He's going to take it to the house. From 18 yards out, William Lowe has tied this thing up 6 apiece. He might have got touched, but nobody got a pad on him.
And again, the push, Meadowbrook's not making contact until Lowe's already 3 to 4 yards off the line of scrimmage. So Meadowbrook's going to have to do a better job defensively getting penetration.
So the Cats strike back. 7-play drive. Covers 61 yards. Alex Leeper on for the extra point attempt. Snap is good. The hold is down, and Leeper's kick is true to the mark, and it is 7-6. Bobcats on top. We will be back right after this. Back at McFarland Stadium, 7-6, your Ford Tire and Service scoreboard update. Bobcats with a long drive, 61 yards. Back deep for the Colts. Timmy Ferguson to reel in our WB Green kickoff. He'll be deep in the middle. And Alex Leeper for the Bobcats, and he's hit just about half of his kickoffs into the end zone this year. Quite the weapon for the Bobcats when he's on. He'll approach, drill it high and deep off to the left side, and that is going to bound at the 1-yard line and on into the end zone. The Colts will bring it out to the 20, trailing the Bobcats now 7-6 with 2:58 left here in the opening period. Their third possession of the night.
You're right. When you can make the other opponent's offense drive 80 yards, that's tough. The percentages really helps your defense. And you're right, what a weapon when you can stick it in the end zone like that.
Colts take the field up front. C.J. Moore, Bryson Eubanks, Austin Hupp, Jacob Stoney, and Gary Tidwell across the front. Connor Roberts at the quarterback spot. He's got Blattner and Ferguson working in and out of the backfield with him. Out on the outside, Blacks and Winston Harper working in there a little bit. Ferguson in motion. Back to pass. Roberts flush from the pocket, finds Ferguson in the left flat. He'll bring it out across the 20, 25, and out to the 30 before the Bobcats corral him out near the 35-yard line. Alex Valentine and Rusty Hayhurst there for the Bobcats, but nobody picked up Ferguson coming out of the backfield, and he had plenty of room to rumble up that left sideline. He'll pick up a first down.
Yeah, the Bobcats came with the blitz. The line for Meadowbrook did a great job picking it up, and Ferguson was all alone in the flat.
Ferguson across this time. Connor Roberts again on the keeper, straight ahead and into the secondary out near the 45 before he's finally dumped down after a 9-yard pickup. Trent Valentine on the stop for the Bobcats, and Connor Roberts running the ball more than he's throwing it here early tonight. 2nd and 1. Roberts with 2 wide to left, Blattner offset to his right side. He'll shift from the right to the left. 2nd and 1. Roberts hands it off this time. Blattner trying to get to the corner, chased on the outside, and he'll be brought down for a loss. Nice defensive play that time by the Bobcats' Rusty Hayhurst, showing some good speed to cut the angle down, and it's going to actually now be about 3rd and 3 for the Colts.
That was a big-time tackle by Hayhurst. Blattner, not easy to bring down with one man, but if he's able to get out of that tackle, he has the first down and then some up the sideline. Hayhurst was the last line of defense on that side.
Parker Black moves from a split end into a tight end spot here. 3rd and short now, Ferguson in motion. He'll get the handoff again around the right side, trying to get to the corner, and doesn't look like he got there again. Short of that mark as Marquise Hamilton came up that time from his outside linebacker spot. It'll be 4th and 2 Colts, trailing the Bobcats 7-6, and the offense staying in position right now. Colts gambling here from their own 44-yard line, possibly.
Yeah, and Coach Twitty knows Meadowbrook, if they're going to pull off the upset, they're going to have to put a lot of points on the board to help their defense out, and no harm here rolling the dice.
Harper, Black, and Ferguson all wide to left. Roberts takes the snap. He'll keep it himself straight ahead, and he'll have the first down. Again, the Bobcats having trouble stopping Connor Roberts on that straight ahead dive. Hamilton and Berger on the stop, but not until the Colts move the sticks. And kind of a risky play deep in your own territory, but it paid off dividends that time for the Colts. You got to keep that ball out of the Cats' hands. 1st and 10 from the Colt 49. Roberts rolling to the left. Looks down the field. Fires it across the middle again. Has a man. Nice catch that time. Coming back across the middle. Easton Black on the backside post. Tuttle right there in coverage, but Black with 6'3" wingspan. He was able to bring that one down deep in Bobcat territory to 26. Another Colt first down.
And that wasn't bad coverage, but what a catch by Easton Black.
Fully extended. Roberts again. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Fires one deep down the middle. And again, into the end zone, and they'll throw the late flag as Parker Black in there had Alex Valentine in coverage. Valentine came over the top to bat it away, and after they both hit the ground, the official threw the flag in there, and that's going to be pass interference against the Bobcats.
And when Meadowbrook gets it anywhere around the red zone, Parker Black, he is one of the toughest receivers to stop at 6'4", really uses his body well to shield defenders.
6'4", 190-pound senior gives you a nice-sized target. And I don't think there's anybody in the Bobcat secondary that's over 6 feet tall. So that penalty will be 1st and 10 for the Colts from the Cambridge 15-yard line. 7-6 Bobcats. Dropped on the snap by Roberts that time, trying to hand it off to Blattner, and missed exchange, and it'll be covered up in the backfield. And the Colts will lose about 5 on that first down play. And that'll bring us to the end of the first period as well, as the score stands 7-6. Cambridge on top of the Colts in the red zone and threatening. We'll be back with second period action right after this.
Everyone goes to Theo's Restaurant. Everyone goes to Theo's, my favorite restaurant. For homemade cooking, lots of fun. Theo's the place for everyone. Everyone goes to Theo's Restaurant. restaurant.
Advanced, patient-centered orthopedic care. The precise treatment you need. Because balancing your life is so much easier with orthopedic care right here at home. Southeastern Med, your community hospital.
W.I. back in the early days, and remember many stories that Bill would tell over the years, and our condolences go out to his loved ones tonight as he passed away this week at the age of 80.
Amen to that. A big Bobcat follower, and like you said, one of our own.
Yep, a voice for our entire county as he brought business to the community when he was a member of the Chamber of Commerce and president there for a number of years. Ready to get underway here in the second period. 7-6 Bobcats. Colts threatening here, 2nd and 15 from the Cambridge 18-yard line. Roberts takes the snap, hands it off left side. Blattner trying to get to the edge, turns it up the left side. He'll get it inside the 15, close to the 10. And it will be 3rd down and about 8 for the Bobcats. Alex Leeper came up from the secondary spot to make that play. And if when you're talking Colts here in terms of scoring a touchdown or the field goal opportunity, they're going to go for 6 every time practically.
Yes, absolutely. And a big 3rd down and 7 here.
Roberts out into the right flat has Ferguson. He'll take it to the 10, 5, dive to the end zone, and he is in. Colts retake the lead from 10 yards out. Roberts finding Ferguson in that right flat, and they had a nice screen set up. And the Colts moving it down the field with ease.
And Meadowbrook has used that wide receiver screen, little bubble screen, a lot this year. They usually go to Winston Harper. Cambridge did not have enough white hats out there, and Meadowbrook was able to take advantage of it as Ferguson caught it and walked in after the two beautiful blocks.
So 9 plays to go 80 yards for the Colts, and they'll line up to go for 2. Roberts back in that shotgun, has 2 receivers wide left, 1 to the right. Now Ferguson in motion, looking into the corner, throws it out there, and that back shoulder catch is going to be completed out there. I believe Parker Black in that left corner of the end zone came down with it. Indeed he did. And it is now 14-7. Colts on top of the Bobcats. We'll be back right after this.
14, Cambridge 7. Ladies and gentlemen, get your 50-50 tickets out. The drawing will be in approximately 5 minutes, so once you please get your 50 tickets out for that number. Thank you.
Back at McFarland Stadium, 11:23 left in the second period. Your Ford Tire and Service scoreboard update has the Colts retaking the lead, 14-7. Connor Roberts finding Timmy Ferguson in the right flat. He'll take it 10 yards. And then the 2-point conversion, Roberts to Parker Black in the back corner of the end zone. They set that up, that back corner or back shoulder catch up very well.
And Connor Roberts, 4 completions, 79 yards. And don't forget the big pass interference call that added 15 yards via the penalty.
Eubanks on for the WB Green kickoff. He's scribbed it short a couple of times here. This one will be a little deeper, but still in one of the middle guys. That's going to come down again to Antle. This is his 3rd reception, and he'll be spun down by Ferguson, who's having a whale of a game here in the first half. That's about the 28-yard line.
And we talked about Meadowbrook having to ramp up their intensity and energy even more with what's at stake for the Bobcats. And so far, so good as Meadowbrook leading 14-7 here early in the second.
Colts came in tonight 2-7. The Bobcats 6-3, but of course, as they say every year, when you play your rivalry game, you can throw those records away. That has certainly been the case here early on. 1st and 10 Bobcats, 3 wides. Snodgrass in the shotgun. Runs the option to the wide side to right. He'll tuck it and keep it this time and take it out across the 30-yard line to near the 32. Picked up about 3, maybe 3.5 on that first down carry. Yeah, since the Bobcats had that miscue on an early pass play where they had it bounce off of a receiver's knee and into the hands of the defense, they haven't really attempted to do much. Throwing the ball. It'll be second and a long 7. Again, a 3-wide set. Snodgrass putting Trent Valentine in motion, fakes it to him, hands it off on the counter play to Hayhurst, and Hayhurst stopped for a short gain. He'll get a yard, maybe 2. And it looked like Black on the stop that time.
Yeah,
or actually Blattner, I believe.
Yeah, Brady Blattner there met him, and that did a great job staying in his gap and playing great gap control. And now it puts Cambridge down 7 in a 3rd and 5.
Long 3rd and 5 play, 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Snodgrass out of the gun, takes the snap, he'll roll to his left, looks down the field, fires it out in the left flat, has a man there who tiptoes out of bounds. That is Connor Lepla at the 45-yard line, and that pitch and catch will move the sticks for the Bobcats. 1st and 10, their 4th first down of the night.
Yeah, Cambridge needed 5. They're going to get 12, and you're right. Lepla not only had to concentrate on catching the football, but being close to the sideline, had to make sure he got his foot in, and he did both.
So the Bobcats got a big receiver there at 6'3". Direct snap to Snodgrass, and they'll try to cut it back and run right into Brady Blattner again. And then there's not much there that time for Mr. Snodgrass. He'll get a yard, and that's being generous.
Boy, that was a hit. Blattner with 2 big hits on this series.
Blattner, 5'9", 185-pound sophomore, leads the Colts in tackles with 87 coming in tonight. He's probably well over 90 right now. 2nd and 9 for the Cats. Play action, or actually the fake inside, and Snodgrass on the keeper off the right side. Takes it into Colt territory down to the 49. Picked up about 4 or 5 there, and it will bring up 3rd down and a long 4 for the Cats here. Trailing 14-7, 8:55 and counting here in the 2nd period.
And again, an opportunity for the Meadowbrook defense to force a stop and give their offense the ball back.
Last time on 3rd down, the Bobcats came out and threw it. This time they'll send 3 wides to the right. Hayhurst offset to the right of Snodgrass, 3rd and long 4. Handoffs. Hayhurst come back weak side, has 40-35 down the left sideline, could take it to the house, and he will skip his way into the end zone from 49 yards out. Rusty Hayhurst puts 6 on the board for the Bobcats.
Wow, and that was a great job of blocking there by the line. And once Hayhurst got in the secondary, took it up the sideline, one of the Meadowbrook Colt defenders actually looked like he had an angle, but Hayhurst a lot faster than you would think, and was able to get to the house.
13 Colts, and on for the extra point attempt for the Bobcats. Alex Leeper, good snap, hold down, kick is up, and it is true. We are tied. 8:22 left in the 2nd period, 14 apiece. We'll be back right after this.
14. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's 20-50-50 rifle ticket number 776-654. 776-654. Once again,
back at McFarland Stadium, Ford Tire and Service scoreboard update, 14-14. 2 teams that score a lot of points. Will either defense be able to come up with a couple of stops tonight? That might be the question that needs to be answered, as both these offenses have been pretty prolific here in the first half of this game so far. 8:22 remains on the 2nd period clock, and it stands 14 apiece. Bobcats 6 plays, 72 yards. The Colts just prior to that went 9 plays and 80 yards to score. So a lot of yards being racked up here.
Yeah, and unofficially, Hayhurst 69 yards, Low with 67, and each with a touchdown.
Bobcats WB Green kickoff is going to bounce off of one of the Colts, who's back deep, still loose on the ground, and they'll fall on it. Easton Black, I think, finally just got on it as that ball was bouncing around back here inside the 20. That was a line drive kick. That time by Leeper that hit right at the feet or off the foot of one of those receivers, and it will stay Colt ball, though, with 8:18 left.
Partner, so far it's been an entertaining one.
Yes, it has. So the Colts will start from their own 18-yard line. And they have scored in 2 of their 3 possessions tonight, as have the Bobcats, actually 2 of their 4. Ferguson comes across. He'll take the jet sweep off the left side, trying to get to the corner, and he'll be collared there for little or no gain. Garrett Dostal, actually a loss in the play. Dostal came from his defensive tackle spot and throws Ferguson for a couple-yard loss. The Colts have been trying to get on the perimeter of the Bobcats and haven't been consistently successful, but when they throw it, they certainly have. 3 wide to the right. Second and long, Roberts flips it out in the right flat, has his man Ferguson again, and he'll cut it back and up the field across the 20, and a flag comes in late. There may have been an illegal block on the outside as Ferguson on the reception, but let's just hold the bus a moment.
Yeah, you called it. It is against Meadowbrook.
So from the spot of the foul, they'll call a hold on one of those wideouts as they got the ball to Ferguson, who was the deep back out there, and they'll take him all the way back, negate the gain, and inside the 10, or just to the 10, they call it 11-yard line. So that a big penalty on the Colts there makes it second and about 18. Again, a bunch formation for the Colts wide to the right. Ferguson comes across in motion. Back to pass. Roberts flushed up in the pocket, throws one deep down the middle. A jump ball that's over the head of his intended receiver. That's Parker Black. Good coverage that time by the Bobcats, Trent Valentine.
Yeah, and Roberts showing off his arm there, throwing it from his 5 to the Cambridge 45, 50 yards in the air on that pass, but nice coverage downfield.
I've seen you do that. You can hit a wedge that far.
No, absolutely, yeah.
Sometimes a drive. Third and long for the Colts. Deep in their own territory. Roberts back to pass. 3 wide to left. Looks down the middle. And that one again over the head of his intended receiver, Parker Black. And the Colts are going to be forced to punt the ball from deep in their own territory on this drive. The penalty, and penalties tonight have played a role in every one of these teams' drives. The Colts had one earlier that stopped a drive here again. And Eubanks will come in punt formation. Bobcats should get pretty good field position here.
Yeah, great coverage there. They looked for Parker Black down the middle of the field, but it was Alex Valentine who closed in and made a play on the ball. And now remember, Eubanks is the backup punter. Let's see what the Cats decide to do.
Punting from his own end zone, low end-over-end kick that's going to be taken by Trent Valentine. And in and out of his hands, has to go back and chase it down. Beats one would-be tackler and then gets it back to about the 42-yard line, I think is where he originally touched the ball. So the Bobcats are going to enjoy pretty good field position here at the Colt 42. This game tied 14 apiece, and 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second period.
Yeah, Cambridge came with some pressure, but Eubanks, again, a nice punt to get that off. And if you're punting from your own end zone and they're picking it up at the 42, you'll probably live with that if you're Coach Twitty.
Cats with 4 wideouts. They'll send 3 of them to the right side. But no tight end in this time. Snodgrass has Low offset to his right side. He'll hand it off to Low off the left side to the 40, 35, pops it to the 20, to the 10. Will he beat the defender? Drags him to the end zone, and that is a quick 6. Bobcats from 42 yards out, a one-play drive. William Lowe taking it to the bank, and the Cats come right back and retake the lead.
BK, was that the same play?
Just a different formation.
That Hayhurst, right off left tackle, again, beautifully blocked. And Lowe, when he got down to the 5-yard line, kind of did a little okey-doke. I mean, he nearly came to a complete stop and then a little stagger move. I've seen you on the dance floor with that move and get to the house.
Yeah, that's called the hokey pokey, not the okey-doke.
Oh, my bad.
6:58 left is the extra point for the Bobcats. Is true. The Cats lead at 21-14. We'll be back right after this. Ford Tire and Service scoreboard update, 21-14. Bobcats on top. And Tommy, the Bobcats' bread and butter play, that left tackle veer play or stretch play, however you want to call it. They attack the left side, and they've done it with success here in this second period.
Yeah, and Meadowbrook's defense, we talked about making Cambridge use up plays. The last 2 plays, 91 yards and 2 touchdowns.
WB Green kickoff. Leaper's kick taken at the 5-yard line by Blattner. He'll bring it out across the 20 and then be collared pretty good out there around the 25, 26-yard line. Good special teams play by the Bobcats that time. Blattner thought he had a little hole going, and he got rocked.
Yeah, and BK, I know it's only a 7-point game, and I know we're only halfway through the second quarter, but this is a big drive for Meadowbrook right here. If they don't get points, they need to at least get a few first downs and flip field position, because Cambridge's offense with their running game, they are starting to find their footing, so to speak.
Colts with 3 wides. Blattner will shift to the left of Roberts. 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Roberts takes the snap, hands it off. Blattner coming near side, trying to get it to the outside, lowers his shoulder and takes it across the 30 near the 35, 36-yard line. Before he's brought down by Alex Valentine. Good first down carry for the Colts there. Got about 9.
Well, and I tell you, it's amazing when you look at Meadowbrook's backfield. Ferguson, a freshman, Blattner, only a sophomore.
It'll be good for years to come. Same play other way. Blattner trying to get it to the corner wide side. Gets it up the field, and he'll be taken down near the 45-yard line. And again, Alex Valentine, both those guys ran a long way to make the same result, but it'll be a Colt first down.
There, and a back-to-back 9-yard runs for Blattner.
Colts going to the ground game here with success. 1st and 10 from their own 45. Roberts fakes it this time to Blattner on the keeper. Jitterbugs his way up near the 50-yard line before Hayhurst drags him down, a pickup of about 5. It appears tonight that both these offenses are in high gear. If they can have a mistake-free drive and eliminate the penalties, they've been able to get it in the end zone. 2nd and 5. Roberts again to Blattner off the right side. Takes it into Bobcat territory. Brought down there by Garth Charlton. That'll be a pickup of about 3. It'll be 3rd down and a long 2.
Yeah, and I would think Meadowbrook's probably thinking they have 2 downs here to get to 3 yards.
5:20 left, second period, handoff. Blattner to the left side. No, Roberts on the keeper this time, and the Bobcats waiting on him that time as he got stacked up. Dalton Taylor on the first hit. Got a lot of help from some more blue jerseys, and that'll be a loss on the play of about 1.5 yards. And it will be 4th and 4 for the Colts. They'll put it in play from the Bobcat 48. They need to get to the 45 to get the first down. 4th and 3. 2 wideouts to the right. Full house backfield now is Ferguson and Blattner to either side of Roberts. Handoff. Ferguson trying to get to the wide side. Cuts it up, spins away. And I don't think he got to the first down markers. He lost his balance and went down. You're right, just a little shy, and that's going to be a turnover on down. So the Bobcat defense comes up with a big play there.
Yeah, and how big was that 3rd down play there where Roberts lost a couple of yards? That ended up costing them the first down.
So the Bobcats lead it 21-14, 4:32 left here in the first half. They'll take over at their own 47-yard line. Leading by 7. The Cats offense comes from the sideline to the field. 4 wides. Snodgrass in the backfield with Hayhurst. And a handoff straight ahead to Hayhurst. And he'll lower his shoulders and get a couple right into the middle of that defense. Not a lot there that time. Bryson Eubanks at the bottom of that pot.
Yeah, Eubanks, a junior, 6'1", 285. He does a good job anchoring the inside of Meadowbrook's defense.
2nd down, 8. for the Bobcats here. At the 4-minute mark, Hayhurst again, this time off the right side, and a flag came in the middle of that play. Hayhurst got enough, it looks like, for the first down, but
area of holding.
Come back.
Yeah.
Holding for the Bobcats on 52, that'd be Harrison Ogle. You can't be anonymous anymore and do this.
No.
They call you out every time that happens. Now everybody's got a microphone. And the Bobcats get caught with their hand in a cookie jar. That's going to make it second and long for the Cats, second and about 18. And penalties have killed both these teams on the offensive side. Second down, 4 wide for the Cats. Back to pass, Snodgrass rolling to his left, looks down the field, fires it up the left sideline. Nice!
Wow!
Was that a circus catch or what? Trent Valentine going backwards with the ball over his head, kind of pinned it to his helmet as he fell down, and I think that's going to be enough to move the sticks there, and it is.
Yes.
Down to the 41-yard line of the Colts. That's the first time either one of these teams have been able to overcome a penalty like that.
And I tell you what, I don't know what more Parker Black could do, not only to get it over him, but that was, remember, Parker Black is 6'4", to drop it in, a heck of a catch by.
Yeah, Trent Valentine. And again, they'll go to Valentine, this time on the skinny post. He'll be drugged down, but a big gainer again, as Garrett Clendenning came up with the stop. But the leading receiver for the Bobcats coming in, Trent Valentine, had 48 catches for 685 yards. He's added a few more here tonight. That one for another Cambridge first down to the 22 of the Colts. And Valentine will split wide to the right. 2 wides, actually 3 to the left. Hayhurst in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, trying to get it wide to the right side, gets to the corner, to the 20, to the 15, down the sideline, lowers his shoulder and dives towards the end zone. He'll come up just shy of that mark, but it will be another Cambridge first down. And a first and goal opportunity for the Bobcats. They have been chewing up yardage here on this drive, just 4 plays, even a penalty didn't slow them down as they started back at their own 47.
Yeah, they're going to mark it at about the 2-yard line. And how about Cambridge? Their last 3 plays, 21, 19, and 20.
Yarian and Berger into the game. Hayhurst, the deep back in the eye, they'll go off the right side. Hayhurst lowers his shoulder, and he gets in from 2 yards out. Rusty Hayhurst adds a touchdown for the Bobcats, and it extends their lead. 27-14 now. Rusty Hayhurst, second TD of the night. That one a short range one. And the Colts are lamenting not getting that first down now. High snap, the hold is down, and Leaper's extra point is up and good. You know the kicker made it when he immediately goes down and picks up the tee, right? That's what you do when you hit a good drive in a fairway. Reach for the tee.
I tell you what, he's about as automatic as they come.
2:20 left here in the first half. Bobcats extend the lead 28-14. We'll be back after this. .220 on the first half clock, and the Bobcats rolling here in the second period. They've added 4 touchdowns in a row, their last 4 possessions, and lead at 28-0. Your Ford Tire and Service scoreboard update. On for the kickoff now. Again is Leaper, WB Green kickoff, and again he squibs it down the left side, and it's going to be taken at the 10-yard line, and not much there, I believe, for the Colts. Let's see who that was on the. It looked like Winston Harper coming up the right sideline, and it was not a lot there.
And Lepla as well. But, BK, when you look, you talked about Meadowbrook maybe regretting going for it there, but actually when you realize the penalty that Cambridge had, they had the Cats at 2nd and 19 and they made Snodgrass just almost make a perfect pass to pick up the first down.
Right on the money down the left sideline. Roberts on the handoff. Near side, Blattner trying to get to the corner, does not get there. Guard Charlton denied him. And line of scrimmage was the 20. They might give him just beyond that. But he's taking the punishment by Charlton on that play as Charlton drove him to the ground out of bounds, stopping the clock with 2:08 in this first half.
Yeah, and remember, Cambridge has all 3 timeouts. Meadowbrook, they're going to get the ball to start the second half. And but they got big play ability, and they're going to look to throw it downfield.
Easton Black in motion. They'll bring it all the way around. And here comes the throwback attempt again. Black in the backfield. Pump fakes, and now he's going to take off and run, and that's going to be a loss. Berger and Dostal for the Bobcats sniffed that one out. He was trying to throw it back to Connor Roberts, and Roberts got covered up pretty quickly. I think the Bobcats now realize they're going to have to stay at home. They've seen a couple of those tonight.
But I tell you, Chief, last week against Bishop Reedy, Meadowbrook burned them twice. With the pass down the field, they had Connor Roberts going out as well, but Cambridge did a nice job there picking up Roberts as he slid up down the sideline because he was the man Meadowbrook was looking to and had to eat the ball for a loss. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Timeout on the field, 1:55 left here in the first half. We'll take a quick timeout and be back with more football right after this.
Don't carry the winners for the boys basketball penny raffle. For the $25 winner, Beverly Tate, $25 winner, Tara Wong, $50 winner, Mary Lino, and $100 winner, Ashley McCauley. Please see charity winner, your name was called.
McFarland Stadium, Colts facing 3rd and 11 from their own 19 now. As you said, Coach Twitty certainly has gone to the last chapter of the playbook tonight a couple of times, and may do so here. 5 wides this time as Roberts will be back to pass the ball, no doubt, as he drops straight back, pump fakes it, flushed from the pocket, fires it up the left sideline and over the head of his intended receiver. I think Parker Black there would have been enough for the first down, but couldn't climb the ladder there under duress. Roberts gets rid of that one, stops the clock with 1:48 to go. And now the Colts have given the ball up in 3 successive drives, and the Bobcats have taken advantage of the first 2 so far.
Yeah, and Meadowbrook's offensive line has done a good job keeping the pocket clean. That's one of the few times Roberts actually got flushed out of the pocket and had to throw the ball on the run and just missed Parker Black for what would have been a first down.
Eubanks back to punt the ball again. Good snap. Bobcats put on a little rush, but run into each other. He gets it away. It bounced deep into Bobcat territory, picked up back there by the Bobcats, Trent Valentine, and he slips down at the 40-yard line. Good coverage by Blattner that time, who hustled down there to make sure that stayed where it was. So with 1:36 to go, leading by 2 scores, the Bobcats with a full complement of timeouts take over at their own 40.
Yeah, the Cats, they went for the block there. Eubanks able to get the punt off, and I tell you, Eubanks at 285. I don't know if you're going to get a roughing the punter call on him.
It will look like Hager slowed down as he got in there and had a chance to get after it. I think he might have been thinking that too. What if I have to run into him? I don't want to do that. The Cats here, 1st and 10, back to pass. Snodgrass pump fakes it down the right sideline, fires it down there, has a man, and overthrows his intended receiver, Trent Valentine, on the out and the up. He had Parker Black beaten by a couple of steps, but that time Snodgrass could not lay it in there, and it falls incomplete. 1:28 left in the first half.
But again, BK, good call. You talked about had a step or two on Parker Black, but again, when you look at Parker Black at 6'4" and long arms, if you overthrow him, there's a good chance you're going to overthrow your receiver.
Yeah, he was a step or two behind, but you're right. It's like trying to throw it over top the goalpost. 2nd down and 10, 3 wide to the right for the Cats. 1 split wide to the left. And the Cats will go to the middle. Handoff straight ahead to Lowe, trying to pop it through. Cats have had some success running the ball here in the first half. Not on that play, as Lowe will pick up just a couple. Good defensive play by the Colts that time.
You want to guess who? Brady Blattner.
Brady
Again,
Blattner.
he has been everywhere.
Yeah, on both sides of the ball.
Now Cambridge right there came out. They tried to spread people out, spread the defense out, and bust Hayhurst up the middle. But Blattner, again, fielded nicely, 3rd and 7, under a minute.
They'll do it here again. 3 wide to the right. Cooper Kearns out there. Now hand it off straight ahead low. Has the first down and into Colt territory. Bobcats switch it up again and go back to the ground. And William Lowe taken down finally after he gained about 8 or 9. Davis Black there is one of the deep backs, Connor Roberts, and it will be a 1st and 10 Cats. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Snodgrass looking down the field, fires it deep down the middle, has another man there and thrown over the head of his intended receiver, Trent Valentine. Again, just a step beyond him. Cats trying to go for the home run.
And Meadowbrook having to load the box to stop the run. They're going to put their corners on an island. Then Cambridge looking to attack downfield, but for the most part, Meadowbrook's coverage has been pretty solid here in the first half.
Yeah, with 3 timeouts, you don't have to go away from the run here. The Cats actually have 2 remaining. You don't have to go away from the run if you don't want to. Rolling to his right, Snodgrass looks down the field, has a man short, completes it down there. It looks like Tuttle, maybe inside the 35-yard line, as he'll take it. And it will be a gain for a first down to the 33. And I don't think Cats burn another timeout here. So 27 seconds left on the first half clock.
Yeah, and that's about a 12-yard pickup for Tuttle.
Tuttle came in tonight, 15 catches, 134 yards, and a touchdown. Particularly has been dangerous lately in kickoff returns. He's had a couple that he's nearly popped it all the way.
But, BK, I'm like you. The way Cambridge has been able to hit a couple of big runs, off the left side, I would not be afraid to try to pop one more. You got to time out. And remember, if you get a first down, it stops the clock to move the chains.
The other thing we haven't talked much about it is the weapon that the Bobcats have in Alex Leeper, who's kicked 8 field goals this year. His long has been 43, so they're closing in on that range right here. 3 wide to the left. Snodgrass rolls that way, and a flag comes in. I think one of those wideouts was a little quick off the line, and that usually means you're probably the intended receiver, right?
Absolutely.
You always get a little head start when you know you could be the guy. So the Cats will get a 5-yarder here. They'll make their task a little bit more difficult. It'll be 1st and 15, but with 1 timeout left and only 26 seconds left on the clock. It'll be actually 27.9 on the clock. In this digital age, we can dial it up precisely. Not like that old second hand that you and I played with, that once you hit stop, it drifted 3 or 4 seconds.
Oh, the good old days.
Yeah. Who said they were good? They were just old. From their own 38, the Cats. Snodgrass rolls to his left, fires it out there, and it is completed. Hamilton, or check that, Alex Valentine down at the 25-yard line, and under 20 to play. The Cats might have to burn a timeout here. Will they be able to hustle to the line and kill it?
Well, yeah, they're going to lose a lot of time here. We're going to be inside 10 seconds.
As Snodgrass does, he kills it right there. It'll be 3rd down and 2, and 8.4 on the clock, and probably within the range of Leeper on a good day, but I think they might try to get a couple more here and have a timeout in their pocket to try to call quickly and get the field goal team on the field. And it looks to be their strategy. This ball is now to 25. They get another 5, it becomes a much more makeable opportunity. Low in the backfield with Snodgrass. 4 wides, and they'll give it straight ahead to Low. Gets 5, 10, 15, down to the 10. He's going to take it to the house. He does.
Wow.
25 yards out with 0.8 seconds on the clock. Just trying to get in field goal range. William Lowe takes it to the house again. The Cats have scored 5 touchdowns in their last 5 possessions.
Yeah, and BK, I love the play design again. Meadowbrook was spread out. Cambridge, had 3 receivers spread out, tried to empty the box, a quick hitter, knowing you had that timeout in your pocket. and Lowe takes it 25 yards.
Extra point attempt stopped momentarily. We had a flag on the play. So the Bobcats go 60 yards in 7 plays. Even a penalty didn't slow them down there. As William Lowe and Rusty Hayhurst have been running rampant in this second period. Reset, good snap, hold down. Leaper's kick is up and perfect again, and that will be the final play of this first half as the Bobcats will trot to the locker room, leading 35-14. The Colts certainly made it interesting in the first period, but could not sustain that momentum, Tom.
Yes, and Meadowbrook, had ball just over midfield, tie game, or down 7, 4th and 3, unable to get it. But it's been the passing the last 2 touchdown drives for Cambridge that has really been the difference. And if you're Meadowbrook, you got to say, hey, we've got to put 8 to 9 guys and commit to stopping the run and make Cambridge make plays via the pass. And after not being able to do it in the first quarter, the Bobcats did it here late in the second.
35-14 as we head to the halftime break. We invite you to stay tuned. Our O&N halftime show coming up. We'll get you caught up on all the scores around the area as well. Tommy and I'll add up all the stats and scoring and be back with that in about 10 minutes. We'll talk to you then.
Cambridge High School Bobcat Football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Southeastern Med, Whitesides of Cambridge, Theo's Restaurant, and Area Agency on Aging Region 9.
Everyone goes to Theo's Restaurant. Everyone goes to Theo's, my favorite restaurant. For homemade cooking, lots of fun. Theo's the place for everyone. Everyone goes to Theo's Restaurant.
Save a barrel of cash on new 2016s during the October Car Fest at Whitesides of Cambridge. Save $8,000 on a professional grade GMC Sierra 2500 HD Crew Cab 4x4, priced at $34,610. A GMC Terrain SLE1 $24,205. A loaded Acadia for $34,750. Or save $5,000 on a Buick Encore. And check out the all-new XT5 now at your Cadillac headquarters, Whitesides of Cambridge. WhitesidesofCambridge.com. Just north of I-70 on Route 209.
Advanced, patient-centered orthopedic care. The precise treatment you need. Because balancing your life is so much easier with orthopedic care right here at home. Southeastern Med, your community hospital.
The halftime show is brought to you by Mr. Lee's Restaurant, 2000 East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, serving delicious home-cooked meals.
Continue to plunge as war in the Middle East continues. Live on the scene with your report. Searching for the suspect responsible for today's bank robbery that ended with a shootout. President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tonight.
The marching folks would like to wish the Cambridge Marching Band the best of luck at the performance of the LMBA State Marching Band Finals. A special thanks to all band staff, parents, boosters, and volunteers for all your work this year. We are Colt Town.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the Cambridge High School Bobcat Marching Band is honoring its seniors. Trent Alton, percussion, escorted by Kevin and Kathy Alton. Trent is a 3-year member of the marching band and a 4-year member of the concert band. Trent is also band president, a 4-year golf letterman, 4-year letterman in swimming, OVAC Academic All-Conference, and academic letter winner. Trent plans to attend a 4-year college to major in engineering. Trent Alton. Alan Decker, flute, escorted by David and Melissa Wood. Alan is a 4-year member of the marching band and a 4-year member of the concert band. Alan's future plans are still undecided. Alan Decker. Ian Googans, trumpet, escorted by Guy and Gary Googans. Ian is a 5-year member of the marching band, a 4-year member of the concert band and pep band, 3-year member of the jazz band, as well as a member of NHS, and a 3-year letterman in tennis. Ian plans to attend the Ohio State University to major in biology and then enter the Physician's Assistance Program in a yet to be determined college. Ian Googans. Sam Grubbs, escorted by Ken and Amy Grubbs. Sam is a 4-year member of the marching band, 2-year member of the concert band, and 4-year member of the pep band. Sam has participated in track for 2 years. Sam plans to attend college for electrical engineering after high school. Sam Grubbs. Caleb High, baritone, escorted by Fred and Diana Short. Caleb is a 2-year member of the marching band, 1-year member of the pep band, 1-year academic award winner, and also on the honor roll. Caleb plans to attend Capital University to major in physics and music. Caleb aspires to become a band director. Caleb High. Abby Huffman, color guard, escorted by Sabrina and Willie Beadle. Abby is captain of the CHS Color Guard, a member of NHS, Student Council, Suicide Prevention Coalition, Drama Club Board, as well as Drama Club Treasurer and representative of the Student Superintendent's Board of Students. Abby is also the president of her class for the past 3 years and is proud of her perfect attendance over the last year. Lastly, she's been an academic award winner each year of high school. After high school, Abby plans to attend the Ohio State University and major in English education. Abby Huffman. Cassandra Kirk, flute, escorted by Sonia and Sonda Basin. Cassandra is a 2-year member of the marching band, 3-year member of the concert band, and a 4-year member of the pep band, as well as a member of the Suicide Prevention Coalition. Cassandra plans to go into the medical field in the Marine Corps and to attend college. After that, who knows what the future holds. Love my band family, go Cats. Cassandra Kirk. Samantha Lowe, color guard, escorted by Matthew and Caroline Lowe. Samantha has participated 4 years in marching band, 3 years of softball with a varsity letter, and plans to play again this spring. After high school, Samantha plans to go to Dayton or Ohio State to work toward a medical doctor degree and become a trauma surgeon with a minor in psychology. She adds, I would love to have a nice little family with 2 kids. Samantha Lowe. Cheyenne Powell, clarinet, escorted by Melissa and Madeline Walker. Cheyenne is a 3-year varsity letter winner, International Thespian Society member, Bands of America Grand National Champion, and blood donor. After high school, Cheyenne plans to attend the University of Texas to become a veterinarian specializing in exotic animals. She adds, I want to be able to treat my family to all the finer things in life that they deserve. Cheyenne Powell. Brandon Stage, percussion, escorted by Hannah Stage and Billy Joe Ivey. Brandon is a 3-year member of the marching band, 2-year member of the concert band, and an academic award
Brandon plans to attend the A-State for the Electrical Electronics Engineering Technology program. Brandon Sage. Deanna Williams, Field Commander. Escorted by Melissa Williams. Deanna is a 4-year member of the marching band, 4-year member of the concert band, 3-year member of the pep band, 3-year member of the jazz band, as well as a member of NHS, E Club, Drama Club, and a participant in several honors bands and Drama Club productions. Deanna plans to major in psychology at a yet-to-be-decided university. Deanna Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, the young men and women that we recognize tonight have been with the marching band for as many as 5 years. But no matter how long they've been with us, one thing is certain. The marching band has been very successful because of their years of service and leadership. From the bottom of our hearts, we say, thank you, seniors. And now, to honor our super seniors and their parents, please stand for the Cambridge High School alma mater.
Do you or someone you know need assistance paying for prescription medications? The Area Agency on Aging Region 9 is working to identify Medicare beneficiaries who may qualify for the Extra Help program. This program can assist to help pay prescription drug costs, monthly premiums, annual deductibles, co-pays, and provide gap coverage which is associated with the Medicare prescription drug plan. Please contact our office at 740-435-4904 to see if you qualify.
Advanced, patient-centered orthopedic care. The precise treatment you need. Because balancing your life is so much easier with orthopedic care right here at home. Southeastern Med, your community hospital.
Back in McFarland Stadium, halftime as both teams now out and warming up. 35-14. Bobcats on top at halftime. Want to thank Teresa's Florists and Gifts, located at 313 South 11th Street. They can brighten your day with a colorful floral arrangement. Our halftime sponsor tonight and all season long. Catch you up on some other scores of playoff note. And Region 15, Division 4, those are scores that Cambridge fans would certainly be interested in tonight. Coming into this week, Johnstown Monroe, number 1 in the regions, beating Heath, who's number 2, 28-14. Those teams won't drop out of the playoffs, but Heath might drop down a spot or two and could be a future foe for the Bobcats. Steubenville is winning 26-0. Shelby, the number 4 team, 28-0. Amanda Clear Creek, this is where it gets interesting. They are losing 22-6 at halftime, and they need to win to stay in, so they could drop down as well. Bloom Carroll's winning 21-0. They're in the 6th spot. The Bobcats were in the 7th spot coming in here. They're obviously winning 35-14, and then the number 8 team was Wintersville Indian Creek, who beat Edison 35-13. And then the 9 spot, and this would be interesting here, Philo Duncan Falls is tied with Tri-Valley 0-0 at halftime. And Tri-Valley a couple of divisions higher. That would be huge points for Philo, who would certainly jump the Bobcats and maybe a couple of other teams if they can pull off a win there.
Yeah, that is definitely a score to keep an eye on as the night continues.
Licking Valley taking one on the chin tonight to Licking Heights, and that was one of those teams too. The Licking Valley could have come up with a win over Licking Heights, who came in at 7-2. They could have jumped a couple of spots. That's not going to happen either. So it looks like the Bobcats may be in a pretty good spot here if they can take care of business in the second half.
Yeah, I think Cambridge, like I said, coming in, it looked like projected the highest they could. There was a very slim chance they could get to 6, but the 7th spot looked pretty good for them with the win. Worst case scenario, 8th.
So the key game right there is going to be what happens to Duncan Falls Philo. If they can pull off the win tonight, they could jump up a couple of spots and certainly put themselves in playoff contention. Then it all comes down to who plays where on week 11. But we know where everybody's playing this week as the Bobcats hosting the Colts here. The second half just about to get underway. The Colts struck first. The Cats came back, and boy, did they, as the Cats added the last 4 touchdowns of that first half and are maybe, a score away from making this a running clock. 35-14. As the Bobcats will be kicking off to the Colts to start things off here in the second half. Alex Leeper, a productive first half, perfect on his field goal attempt or extra point attempts. And I think he kicked one of his kicks into the end zone, but and he's had more success kicking to the east. He'll be lined up here, kicking east to west. Back deep for the Colts, Easton Black. Winston Harper, and here comes that WB Green kickoff. It's going to go into the hands of Brady Blattner, who was just hustling on the field, catches it over the shoulder inside the 10, turns around and hustles up to about the 19-yard line. So the Colts a little late getting a couple of guys on the field, and that ball nearly kicked into the end zone, but Blattner made a nice catch and returns it out close to the 20.
And again, because of the strong kickoff, Meadowbrook's not going to have good field position. You was talking about Philo, definitely in with a win, even with the loss, 68% chance to still get into playoffs.
First and 10 for the Colts, down 35-14 to the Bobcats from their own 20. Roberts with a 5-wide set. Checks the sideline for an audible, and back at it. Takes the snap, drops back, flushed out of the pocket to his right. Under duress, will now tuck it and go to the 20 and taken out of bounds near the 24, 26-yard line. Marcus Hamilton for the Bobcats. Putting the pressure on him, a gain of about 7.
Yeah, and that's one of the few times Cambridge has been able to cave the pocket in, but again, Roberts, great pocket awareness, able to scamper for about 7 yards.
Colts will stay 5 wide on 2nd and 3. 3 wide to Connor's left. That's the wide side. Bobcats with a little stun on up front, throws it out in the left flat. Incomplete there. Intended for Ferguson. I'm not sure if that was who he was really wanting to throw it to. It ended up he being that he was the closest receiver. It looked like he was throwing where he expected someone else to be.
Yeah, and down 21. This is a big 3rd down and 3 for Meadowbrook.
Colts shift around a little bit. Blattner moves into the backfield. 3rd down and a long 3. Play action and a pass across the middle as the fake to Blattner. And then Roberts found Easton Black, and that will be a 1st down as Black hauls it in out over the 35, give him the 36.5. And another Colt 1st down.
Yeah, and that was just a little slant. Nice presence by Roberts to find Black, who hauls it in for the 1st down.
Bobcats expecting the run all the way. 1st down. Short pass out in the left flat. Incompleted. Parker Black, the intended receiver, had to go down low for it. Could not come up with it. Stops the clock with 11:17 left here in the 3rd. Colts' initial drive of the 2nd half down 35-14 to the Bobcats.
I tell you, the Cambridge secondary, they're really sitting on the underneath pass patterns of Meadowbrook.
Roberts, the handoff Blattner, trying to get wide left side, cuts it up near the 40 and across the 40. He'll have about 5 on that 2nd down carry, bringing up a 3rd and 5. And kind of gets interesting at this stage of the game, down big to the Colts even early here in the 3rd. How much will Coach Twitty gamble if it gets to a 4th down situation and try to keep the offense on the field? They haven't had success in stopping the Bobcats. 3rd down and 5. From the Colt 42, 2 wides to the near side, or the short side, that's the left. Roberts, low snap, picks it up, hands it off to Blattner. Again, running short side, and he'll dive for the 1st down marker, and I think he'll have enough as they spot him at the 49. That should move the stick for the Colts. And indeed it does. 1st and 10. Colts from their own 49.
Yeah, and that was a big conversion there for Meadowbrook. Blattner able to get around the left end and, like you said, dive for the 1st down marker.
Easton Black and Ferguson wide to the right. 1st and 10, pistol formation. Straight ahead comes Blattner. Went to make a cut, lost his footing, but he'll get into Bobcat territory. 2-yard gain down to the 49.
And BKU was asking on the previous 2 3rd downs, would Meadowbrook risk going for it? I think getting past midfield, they're now in 4 down territory.
8th play of the drive started at their own 20-yard line. Again, Blattner straight ahead, pops it through and into the secondary, hurdles him.
Wow.
And there comes the flag for illegal hurdling. If a guy's laying on the ground, you can jump over him, but if he's standing up, you cannot hurdle him. I saw that penalty called last week for the 1st time, and I'm sure that'll probably be the case there again. We'll catch it.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't get to see if the official is going to give it.
Offense, hurdling, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run.
That pretty much takes away the entire gain, and actually they'll lose 5 on the play. So instead of having the 1st down, it's going to be 2nd and close to 15.
Wow, I've never seen that called before neither. I tell you, BK, back in your day, that would have really hampered your running game, the way you would hurdle people.
Back in the day, we did scissors kicks. You know, that was we didn't do the flops or any of that stuff. That was with a scissor kick time. 2nd and long for the Colts. Roberts rolling to his left. Under pressure, steps up in the pocket. He's going to get it down. William Lowe coming in from his blind side is going to take him down at the 40, and that'll move the downs marker back a little further. It'll be 3rd and about 20 for the Colts here in their initial drive of the 2nd half. What looked to be a promising drive, now a penalty and a sack, and it'll be 3rd and 19.
Yeah, 6-yard loss there, and that's when it may be the 1st or no more 2nd sack for the Cats.
Roberts rolling to his right. Zone defense for the Bobcats, and the underneath throw near the Bobcat sidelines is incomplete. Intended out there for Easton Black, who tried to come back on a deep comeback. And a flag comes down at the end of that play. Unsportsmanlike conduct is going to be called against the Cats, as there were 2 Cambridge players walking away. And that call.
Now, it will not be a first down, but it'll give Meadowbrook
well, let's see
an opportunity to go.
Unsportsmanlike conduct takes it to the Cambridge 45-yard line. And should be, I thought, an automatic first down, but let's see on that personal foul.
See, I don't think.
Unsportsmanlike, it's not a personal foul. It's an unsportsmanlike call. They're marking it 4th down
Yeah.
and winding the clock into play.
See, that's the difference on Fridays. On Saturdays and Sundays, it's an automatic first down.
So the Colts go for it, 4th and 4. Roberts spreads them out 4 wide. He'll drop straight back, step up, fire it in the slot, and that falls incomplete. Good coverage by the Bobcats that time. Had Parker Black, or check that, Easton Black, double covered, and the Colts once again will turn it over on downs after a 9-play drive. They got a penalty to work in their favor, but it did not get them the first down. And so the Cats will get it back again, leading well here, 35-14, 8:27 left in the third, and they'll take over at their own 45.
And again, it's been Cambridge's ability to guard the underneath stuff. They've been hit over top a couple of times, but their coverage has been pretty solid.
William Lowe in the backfield takes it straight ahead, and he'll nudge it up near the 50. He'll get a couple on that first down carry, as the Bobcats have used formations to spread that Colt defense out and then have attacked them between the tackles with William Lowe and Rusty Hayhurst tonight. And both of those guys have scored multiple touchdowns. 2nd down and 8. 3 wide to the right. Lowe again coming near side. Cuts it up. Gets to the 50. Keeps the wheels churning. He'll drive a couple of defenders down to the Colt 46-yard line. Glenn Denny on the stop.
Along with Bobby Faco as well.
Faco.
But you're right, boy. He kept them legs driving. Was that Lowe again?
That was Lowe. So 3rd down and 2 for the Bobcats here, and maybe 4 down territory for them. Lowe again off the left side and hit at the line of scrimmage as he tried to make a cut and went down. Brady Blattner will take him down there. A loss on the play of about, maybe a half yard, bringing it up a 4th down and a long 2 for the Bobcats. And it looks like the punt team coming on here. Certain circumstances like this that we've seen Alex Leeper take off with it, and he's a wide receiver for the Bobcats with pretty good speed. The Colts trying to rush on their special teams as well.
And that's a big stop for the Meadowbrook defense.
Nathan Snodgrass is the up back for the Bobcats here. They'll snap it deep. And Leeper is going to tuck it and run. He'll get to the marker and then some. 45-40 and pushed out of bounds as Leeper, a rugby-style kicker, took off to his right. Nobody on the corner that time for him, and he has the option to take off. And the Bobcats will keep the drive alive with that big 4th down fake punt.
Oh, my partner in crime all over that.
Yeah, he's done that a couple of times this year, and that's not called. The coaches give him the flexibility to decide if he thinks he can make it to go. And certainly that circumstance, he only needed a couple, and he got plenty all the way down to the Colt 36-yard line. That's a backbreaker. 6:24 and counting here, 3rd period. Cats lead at 35-14 and on the move again. Lowe again, straight ahead, cuts it back, and still moving close to the 31. Forward progress is going to get him close to 5 yards on that first down carry.
And not only is Cambridge churning up the yards, they're churning up the clock here in the 3rd quarter, already halfway through.
Bobcats trying to put this game away here early. The Colts had a 9-play drive that ended on downs. Now Cambridge, working from their own 45 in 5 plays, has it at the Colt 32, and the clock winding down to 5.5 here in this 3rd period. 3 wides. Rolling to his left. Snodgrass stops, pumps, finds his man, and in and out of the hands. He had a wide open Alex Valentine, and that is a rare drop from the leading receiver for the Bobcats. In coverage that time was Davis Black, but he was given Valentine plenty of cushion, and had Valentine caught that, it had been one-on-one and trying to make a move to the end zone. It falls incomplete.
And Nathan Snodgrass pretty adept at rolling left, even though he's a right-handed quarterback. He put that ball right on the money, but Valentine looked to turn upfield before he had secured the pass.
Cats put 3 wide to the right. Alex Valentine again left on Davis Black. And again, the Cats will go that way. Pitch it out to Lowe. He tries to make a move inside the 30, keeps his hand on the ground there and run out of bounds around the 20 or 19-yard line. That's going to be enough for Cambridge first down. William Lowe showed a little move there and some athleticism. He hurdled a man on the ground that time and then had to put a hand down to keep his balance, did so. And he'll get another Cambridge first down.
And how about Lowe with that carry? 170 yards on the night.
That puts him over 1,000 on the season. He came in with 840. He needed to have a big game, and he's certainly done that tonight. First and 10. Lowe off the right side, trying to bounce it to the outside. Good job by the Colts that time. They'll rack him up at the line of scrimmage. Clendenny in the hole that time to bottle things up. It'll be a loss on the play, one of the few that Lowe's had tonight. That'll drop him back a yard or so there. Second down 11.
Yeah, Garrett Clendenning, only a freshman, another youngster for Meadowbrook, as well as Blattner, who we've been calling his name all night.
Cats double wides to each side. Second and long. Snodgrass takes it, hands it off again to Lowe, and again he'll test the middle of that Colt defense. And it was almost like they were expecting him that time. He'll not get very much on that play. Stopped that time by the Colts' Mike Zuris.
Now, going into that carry, Lowe with 1,011 yards on the season.
They'll pick up a couple there, maybe 3. Clock down to 4:15 and counting. Third and long. They certainly are in field goal range for Alex Leeper right here should this drive stall. 2 wideouts each way for Snodgrass. He'll drop back, rolling to his right now, look down the field, fire it into the corner of the end zone, have a man, and it is caught. Touchdown. Alex Valentine from 18 yards out. Alex Valentine, an over-the-shoulder grab. That ball was on the money again by Snodgrass.
And after dropping the one a few plays earlier, you know that's got to feel good for Valentine that not only catch this one, but get 6 points in the process, as it's now 41-14 Cambridge, extra point coming up.
Trent Valentine on the catch that time. I don't know if I said Alex, but it was Trent. High snap. Snodgrass gets it down, and Leeper gets it up. It is good, and the Bobcats extend their lead 42-14. We'll be back right after this.
42.
Back at McFarland Stadium, WB Green kickoff in progress. Alex Leeper's kick takes it all the way down to the 2. And taken deep by Ferguson that time. Leeper's kick will be brought out to near the 20-yard line by Ferguson. And the Colts again will be backed up pretty deep in their own end zone. And boy, having a weapon like Leeper who can run it, he can kick it, he can punt it, makes you very valuable, doesn't it?
Yes, and Cambridge has definitely taken advantage of the field position they've had with the Bobcats on a 35-0 run. They once trailed 14-7.
Roberts out of a 5 wide set, hits the short man underneath. Good coverage by the Bobcats. Hayhurst that time As Parker Black catches it, sits down with it. It'll be a short gain, give him 4, maybe 5 on that first down play. Colts trying to speed it up a little bit here in the third period, down 42-14, 3:24 and counting. Again, a 5-wide set for Roberts. Takes the snap, looks back down the middle of the field, and the sliding catch there by Blattner. Did he get it? No. They'll say that ball hit the ground first as Blattner came up with it, and there was not a blue jersey around him. That would have been a big first down, but instead it will be now third down and 5, and this is the situation the Colts have found them in several times tonight. They get that third or fourth down situation and can't get the key play when they need it to keep a drive alive. Blattner will offset in the backfield. He'll be beside Roberts. 2 wide to the left, one-on-one coverage to the right. Low snap, handoff to Blattner, trying to get to the corner. Turns it up, and the Bobcats there to cover him up, and it comes down to the spot. Real close to that first down marker, right at it.
Yeah, he had to get to the 30, and I think that's where they're going to put it down.
Say he got to beyond the 30-yard line, and that will be Meadowbrook first down. 3:02 left here in the third. They'll set the ball and wind the clock. First and 10 Colts. Fake. Roberts on the keeper, straight ahead. 35, 40, breaks it to the outside near the 45-yard line before Connor Roberts is taken down. And he's had sporadic success with that play tonight. Sometimes popped it for big gains like that. Other times been met right at the line of scrimmage. That one will be enough for a first down. To the 46-yard line, and again the clock will be wound into play. 2:41 here in the third. Colts on the move again.
Yeah, that's about a 16-yard pickup for Roberts.
Roberts again on the keeper. Back to the well once too often. Spins away from one tackler as Garth Charlton had a good shot at him in the backfield, but Roberts will turn it into something positive as he got away from one would-be tackler and all the way down to the Cambridge 48 before he's finally collared, and it will be a gain of about 5. Roberts showing a little bit of shiftiness there. He's carried the ball a lot tonight.
Yeah, he's very patient and elusive.
Handoff again, trying to get to the corner is Blattner, and he'll get enough for the first down. And Colts really riding that play. And did I see another flag come in at the end of the play? And maybe so, as there is laundry on the field. Let's see what that penalty is going to be.
Yeah, Blattner picked up 7 for the first.
Personal foul.
Personal foul. Defense, 21. 15-yard penalty.
The Bobcats losing their cool here a little bit. And the Colts are going to get an easy 15 there on a personal foul.
And Coach Gunn all the way out to the numbers, not happy with that.
Yeah, it's the second big penalty on the defense here this half. Taking it all the way down to the Cambridge 27-yard line. 1:48 and counting. Roberts takes the handoff, gives it again to Blattner, who works again around that left end. Inside the 25 to about the 24, maybe the 23.
Yeah, Charlton in on the tackle.
Charlton had a penalty on him earlier, and he wasn't sure where that one came from. But that one, the last one, I think, called on the Bobcats, Alex Leeper. I think the call was on 21. Now let's stand 2nd and 8 for the Colts from the Cambridge 23-yard line, down 42-14, trying to get it in the end zone. Roberts on the keeper, sheds one tackler, breaks it to the outside. He won't get rid of a second. And Garth Charlton on the tackle that time. He shed somebody in the backfield that had a shot at him. Might have been low. But gain on the play down to the 20. It'll be third down and 4. Last minute of play here in the third period. Colts have not scored since the first period. Roberts in a 5-wide set. Drops straight back. Pushed out of the pocket. There'll be a hold called there. And Roberts takes a shot at the end of that play and will go down with a gain or 2, but that one's coming way back.
And remember, yeah, they're going to mark the holding call
Roberts
from the
staying
spot.
down. He took a shot on the outside. I didn't see who came up and hit him. but he took a pretty good helmet-to-helmet shot, or shoulder pad to shoulder pad, and Roberts still down over on the 19-yard line. And a holding penalty will add insult to injury, and the Colts will be backed up as well. Timeout on the field for the injury. Bobcats lead at 42-14. We will be back right after this.
So we're going to looking forward to the concession stand and declaring a prize. Congratulations.
Back at McFarland Stadium, 26 seconds on the clock here in the third period. Cats lead at 42-14, but concern on the field for Colts quarterback Connor Roberts, who scrambled out of the pocket that time and then picking up yardage, went down hard. Big hit on the far sideline, and he's still down as the trainers and medical crew attend to him.
Yeah, the Cats were able to get pressure in the pocket on Roberts, and he was able to break outside. There's a holding call, but that's, not the concern right now for Meadowbrook. And it's Roberts who it may have been, contact helmet to helmet. We're not for sure.
There was a holding, as you said, on the play that's going to back the Colts up all the way out to the Bobcat 39. It will be third and long. And as we discussed this, even if Roberts gets up and can continue, he'll have to go out for at least a play. And that means the Colts will have to go to a backup.
Davis Black, yeah.
And that would be Davis Black, who's over on the sideline warming up right now.
And I tell you, Davis Black's a sophomore.
6'4" sophomore. That's a nice, long, rangy kind of guy that certainly in the future will fill in for Roberts. And those would be tough shoes to fill. This guy is a record-setting quarterback for the Colts. 19 touchdowns coming into tonight, and he's thrown another one tonight and run for one. And it really has been Roberts' legs tonight that have kept a lot of the Colt drives going.
Yeah, Connor Roberts has had an outstanding career and the holder of many records for Meadowbrook.
They will continue to attend to Connor on the sideline there, and while they do that, we'll take another break. 42-14, Cats on top. We'll be back right after this. Back at McFarland Stadium, Connor Roberts helped to his feet on the far sideline, and nice show of sportsmanship there. The entire Bobcat defense going over there to make sure he's okay, and as he's helped off to the sideline. And we certainly hope that he'll be fine as well. Hard to tell. I didn't see him working on anything in particular, just a hard hit that he stayed down from. Wasn't anything with his knees or his legs or anything like that, but in this day and age with the size of some of these guys and how they can run and hit you, man,
Yeah, and, you talked about Connor Roberts. He broke his own school record. He's gotten 21 touchdown passes this season. He came into tonight with 1,904 yards passing, which he held the record last year with 1,841.
So Connor up and helped off to the sideline there a little bit, moving with some assistance, but we'll see. Typically, any type of hit like that anymore, they just don't let you come back.
Yeah.
They get you in that concussion protocol, and that typically means that you're not going to come back in the ball game for that night. Back in our day, they just tried to hide your helmet. Well, that's even if you had one.
And I tell you, also, he's got 2 touchdown passes tonight. He needed 4 to tie the all-time school record for career held by a pretty good quarterback from last year, the past couple of years, Dalton Wiggins with 42.
They're probably not going to achieve that, but that will bring on Davis Black, the sophomore. In a tough situation here, his team down 42-14. They'll wind the clock into play, and he faces a 3rd and 23 to try to keep this drive alive. They'll drop back, quickly fire it out into the left flat, and that one in and out of the hands of Blattner. Incomplete with 11 seconds left in the third period, and the Colts with nothing left to lose and to go for it in this situation. You're down big. You've got the ball in the Cambridge end of the field, and you need points. You need to have something positive happen.
I tell you, Davis Black, he's got a strong arm. He can really spin the football a lot like Connor Roberts. They're just trying to set up something safe to the outside with the pressure coming from the Cats.
3 wide to the right, Blattner in the backfield, offset to the right of Davis. Davis takes the snap. He'll drop back, step up into the pocket, fire it deep down the right sideline. That is into the end zone and incomplete, as Parker Black and Alex Valentine got tied up right at the goal line, and it will fall incomplete. And the Colts once again will turn it over on downs to the Bobcats. That's the 3rd time tonight the Colts have done that.
I tell you what, that was a pretty pass.
You had right on cue, talked about the strength of his arm, and you can't throw it much better. If the Bobcats didn't have the coverage they did on that play, Parker Black would have had the chance to haul it in for 6. So the Cats will take over with just 3 seconds left on the third period clock. Then they will do so at their own 39. Hayhurst joins Snodgrass in the backfield and pretty much guaranteed the Bobcats are going to want the clock to run out. They'll only get 3 seconds off on this play. As movement up front on the Bobcats, Garth Charlton took a quick step that time. Had a chance to talk to Garth a little bit before the game tonight, and he was excited about the opportunity to extend his senior season, and hopefully that would happen, but he'll pay for that mistake. It's one thing if practice continues for another week and the Bobcats have a playoff game, you might have to run a few penalties for some of the things that these guys have done tonight. Well, a penalty against the Bobcats starts them out at 1st and 15. Motion from right to left. Bobcats fake it to Tuttle. Hand it off. Hayhurst pops it through 40, 50 into Colt territory. Rusty Hayhurst inside the 40 down to the 35-yard line. So he basically takes that 35 to 35 to end the third period of play, and the Bobcats will enjoy 4 down territory heading into the fourth period and the lead at 42-14. We will be back right after this.
Advanced, patient-centered orthopedic care. The precise treatment you need. Because balancing your life is so much easier with orthopedic care right here at home. Southeastern Med, your community hospital.
Save a barrel of cash on new 2016s during the October Car Fest at Whitesides of Cambridge. Save $8,000 on a professional grade GMC Sierra 2500 HD Crew Cab 4x4, priced at $34,610. A GMC Terrain SLE1, $24,205. A loaded Acadia for $34,750. Or save $5,000 on a Buick Encore. And check out the all-new XT5 now at your Cadillac headquarters. Whitesides of Cambridge. Whitesidesofcambridge.com. Just north of I-70 on Route 209.
And I think now that, a lot of the Colts on the sideline, their attention probably turned to their teammate, Connor Roberts, who was helped off the field, and they brought an ambulance in to take him for attention. That would certainly keep your mind away from the game a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. And hopefully this is just precautionary, and definitely our thoughts and prayers with Connor.
Bobcats 1st and 10, a handoff again to Hayhurst. He'll spin up the middle of that pile and get a couple of yards from the Colt 35 down to about the 33.
So unofficially, Hayhurst 128 yards.
Pretty good 1-2 tandem between him and Lowe tonight. 4 wides for the Bobcats. Snodgrass, Hayhurst to his left, fakes it to him, flips it out in the left flat, completed out there to Tuttle, and Tuttle will battle his way forward down to about the 29-yard line. He'll pick up 3 or 4 pretty tough yards there. Tuttle comes in at a 5'6", 130. And I'm figuring the coaches have probably given him 2 inches and 10 pounds. So most coaches are going to make guys look a little bit bigger in the program, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You were what, 6'6" and 260? Timeout on the field as we have another player down. Now 11:09 left. Here's the clock is stopped. Bobcats are going to face a 3rd and 5. See what's going to happen down here is I think another, can't quite see who's down, whether it's a cramp maybe. Working on a player's leg there as if it's cramped indeed. That seems to be the situation. It's going to be a big guy. Bryson Eubanks. He'll get up and get off on his own power, but yeah, they're kind of working on that right calf a little bit. And in his absence is going to be sorely missed in the middle of that line. 3rd down and 5. They'll wind the clock into play. Bobcats at the Colt 30-yard line. Hayhurst offset to the right in a 4-wide set. Rolling to his right, Snodgrass flyers it out in the right flat, completed out there. That is Alex Valentine, has it inside the 20-yard line, fighting for extra yardage down near the 16. That will get the Cats another 1st down and move them closer to the end zone.
Yeah, and that's a 16-yard pickup for Valentine.
Takes it all the way down to the 16.
Valentine unofficially 74 yards receiving.
And a pretty good offensive night for the Bobcats in all different phases. 3 wide set this time. Snodgrass, Hayhurst to his left, hands it off to Hayhurst right side. Takes it all the way to the outside, spun out of bounds near the 13. It's like Parker Black on the stop defensively. Hayhurst had a hold of the inside. He didn't cut it up, but he took it more to the corner. Might look at the film later on and see that he could have got it to the end zone. Picked up 3, 2nd and 6. Give him 4 maybe.
And again, Parker Black, nice job holding containment there, forcing him out after a 3 to 4 yard pickup.
Cats will stay in the spread set with Hayhurst in the backfield, and again test Hayhurst off the right side, and he'll be stacked up. Not much there. Brady Blattner, man, that guy has played a whale of a game tonight on both sides of the ball. He got a hold of Hayhurst that time and did everything he could, just pulling backwards.
Yeah, I tell you what, Blattner ought to sleep very well tonight. He's been in on a lot of plays.
Yeah, the Colts are going to see a lot of him over the next few years, and they're going to love everything they see. He came into the game as the leading tackler, and all he's done is add more to it tonight. 5'9", 185-pound sophomore, right in the middle of that defense. And he'll face up this time against the Bobcat quarterback, Snodgrass, who follows his running back through the hole down to about the 5 and close to a 1st down. I think that's going to be enough.
He has it, yeah.
To move the sticks and give the Bobcats a 1st and goal. And with that, they'll bring in the big guys. A couple of fullbacks check in, Urian and Berger for the Cats, and they'll try to punch it in the end zone. 9:20 and counting, and if the Cats score here, it'll be a running clock. Pop out of the huddle. Snodgrass, toss sweep left side. Snodgrass to Hayhurst. Takes the sweep around the left side, gets it down inside the 5 to the 1, it looks like, and just shy. Cats tried to hustle up that time and show a different formation. Typically with those big guys, it's power I, but that time they went unbalanced and tried to run the sweep.
Yeah, that's one of the rare times they've gone into I formation. And like you said, just a pitch to the left. Looked like he was going to get in the end zone, but it closed at the 1.
Power I to the right side. Hayhurst this time off the right side, dives into the end zone from a yard out. And the Bobcats do extend their lead 48-14. Bobcats' second score of this half. Colts scored 14 points in the first period. The Cats have held them without a point since that time. On for the extra point attempt by Alex Leeper. Perfect on the night. Awaits the snap. It's a good one to hold down. The kick is up, and it is good. 49-14. Bobcats with 8:35 left to go. We'll be back right after this.
35 remaining in the fourth quarter. Number 14, Cambridge 49. At the start of the fourth quarter, it's Dover 14, New Philadelphia 14.
Ford Tire and Service scoreboard update. Hasn't been nearly the scoring in this half there was in the first half, but it's all been Bobcats. They've had it 2 times and scored both of those times. That one a 1-yard run by Rusty Hayhurst. And the Cats lead now 49-14. On for the kickoff attempt tonight for the Bobcats. A little different kicker. Tyler Carpenetti, WB Green kickoff, and he'll boot this one down the left sideline, picked up by one of the upbacks from the Colts, who gets through one tackler but not a second one, and a ball loose on the ground, it appears, and the Bobcats think they have it, and the
yes, they
officials agree.
And I believe that's
Alex Valentine comes out of there with it. So the Bobcats, again, opportunistic, and they'll send the Colt defense back on the field.
Now, was that Trent Valentine?
That is Alex who came out.
That was Alex.
I'm sorry, you're right. No, Trent.
Trent.
11. I got them confused now.
Okay.
I've been calling their names all year. I can't tell them apart anymore. The next thing you're going to tell me is they're related.
Well, I was just wanted to give a shout out to the lovable Dan Linscott, who is listening.
I'm sure he is.
To the broadcast.
He probably sent you a note to
he
say.
He sent me a text.
Say
absolutely.
my name.
Oh.
Say my name. Cats take over at the Colt 31-yard line. William Lowe straight ahead to the 30, down to the 25, and inside the 20-yard line.
Wow.
Lowe still spinning off defenders, takes it to the 14. William Lowe trying to get over the 200-yard mark and might have done it with that carry.
Yeah, gain of 17.
And there is a flag on the play. Hold the bus there, buddy. I hope you got an eraser on that pen.
No, that would have put him at 188, but like you said, that's going to come back because of the holding call.
He may get another chance here. I don't think that you'll probably see the Bobcats put this thing airborne. It is a running clock at this point with the Bobcats lead 49-14. And Lowe will stay in at the tailback spot. Bobcats will spread the field 4 wide. And it is Lowe again. Breaks a tackle, breaks 2. And got about 9 or 10 yards of that penalty yardage back. They'll mark him at the 31-yard line. Just about back to the original line of scrimmage for the Cats. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, pick up 8.
.6:14 and a winding clock. Again, the Cats will stay in a 4 wide set. Snodgrass again takes the snap, hands it off to Lowe, and Lowe again will pound his way forward inside the 30. Hard yards that time. Taken down by Clendenny.
And that may be what Cambridge's goal is right here. They may have got word that he was close to 200 and giving him the opportunity maybe to try to surpass it.
And they pretty much just alternated him and Hayhurst in there all night long. As the Cats will stay in that same 4 wide set. The fake on the pitch to Lowe, and Snodgrass keeps it himself this time. Not a whole lot there. He got maybe one on the play, and it will be now 4th down for the Cats. It would be a very long field goal attempt. The Cats will forego that. And go for it. 4th and long. And timeout is going to be taken by the Cats, leading 49-14. 5:02 left to go in the game. We'll be back right after this.
In the third quarter, it's an equal Bulldogs 48, Johnstown, Monroe 28.
Timeout on the field, 5:02 left to go in the ball game here. The Bobcats face a 4th and 5 circumstance here. Looked like they were going to go for it prior to the timeout. And we'll see as they pop back out. Some of you may be home listening to us and watching the Indians. 0-0 in the top of the 4th inning there between the Indians and the Cubs. And the Cats have taken the field. And we'll go with 4 wideouts, 3 to the left. And Hayhurst with a Low in the backfield. From the 26 of the Colts, handoff Low straight ahead, and he'll be taken down short of the line to gain. Not much there. Bryson Eubanks in on the stop. Also got a piece of Zares in there as well, and the Cats will turn it over on downs. First time the Bobcats have not scored a touchdown since the first period.
And BK talking about a piece of, how about a little piece of history? We talked about the 43rd meeting. You realize the first time Cambridge and Meadowbrook met, Meadowbrook won 26-8. They played the Cambridge JV team because that was their first year of football.
I didn't know that.
You do now.
Where did you get that information? Wait a minute. Let me guess.
Meadowbrook athletic historian Kirby Graham.
There you go. Penalty on the field on that play against the Bobcats. The Cats have shifted a bunch of young guys on defense, and we'll try to keep up with that adjustments here as the game continues on. 4:10 left. Back to Bassett. Davis deep down the middle. Double coverage on Parker Black, and a flag comes in. Way behind that play, a late flag as the Cats had him bracketed. A couple of young guys there probably jostling him all the way down the field.
Yeah, pass interference.
And that will be pass interference against the Cats. Parker Black that time was wearing Bobcat cufflinks.
That was pretty good.
You like that?
Yes.
Had one on each arm. Clock will continue to wind, though, as we are in a running clock situation. 49-14 Cats. It will be first down for the Colts. Back to pass Davis. Again, flush from the pocket. He'll tuck it and run out to the 45, lower his head out near the 50. Gain of about 4 or 5 there for the Bobcat. JT Swank on the stop. Davis will spread the field, 3 to the left, 4 or 2 to the right side. And back to look again, fires it hard out in that right flat. That was the proverbial 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and right through the arms of Easton Black. That might have hurt had you touched it.
That looked like Chapman, the closer for the Cubs, with that fastball.
103 on the gun. 3rd and 5. Clock continues to wind. Davis back to pass to the left flat. Completed out there to Ferguson. They'll be stacked up, but that'll be enough for a first down at the Bobcat 41-yard line.
Yeah, gain of 9.
Coles came right out, scored the first touchdown tonight. Their last lead was at 14-7. And then the Bobcats have added 6 consecutive touchdowns to make this a runaway. Tough snap there for Davis. Flushed out of the pocket, running to his right. Still looking down the field, has a man deep down the field, finds Black at the 10. He's going to take it on in for the touchdown. 40-yard pass play. As Davis Black finds Parker Black.
Yeah, and what a nice throw. And again, pocket awareness, things breaking down. Davis Black scrambled out, kept his eyes downfield, and found Parker Black for the 40-yard touchdown.
A little late fireworks for the Colts here. They'll go for 2, as they have all night. 1:46 as they stop for the extra point attempt. Stop the clock. Davis Black, 2 backs in the backfield. He'll hand it off. Near sideline. Ferguson trying to get to the corner. Does. He'll turn it up and get it in. 2-point run is good. And the Colts 20 now. Or 22, and the Bobcats 49. And we'll take a quick break, come back, get you caught up on the final here tonight and around the area. We'll be back right after this. .78-yard drive for the Colts. Put their first points on the board since the opening period tonight. Your Ford Tire and Service scoreboard update, 49-22. Bobcats on top with 1:46 to go in the game.
And for Parker Black, who just adds to his all-time career leader in touchdown receptions for Meadowbrook, has to be nice in what probably will be his last one coming from little brother.
Yeah, it is kind of neat.
Yes.
You got brothers, cousins, and aunts and uncles all over the field for the Blacks. They've had tons of guys out there over the years. Seems like just more coming every year, right?
Yes, a lot of young talent for Meadowbrook coming back next year.
WB Green kickoff, a squib kick that the Bobcats will take an E on. Looked like that time it might have been, I don't know, Winston Harper, I think, kicking it. Didn't get it all either, but it will be Bobcat ball with 1:44 to go. And the Cats comfortably in the lead, 49-22. Stay tuned for our post-game wrap-up brought to you by AVC Technical Services. Hopefully you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast, whether you were listening online, maybe actually streaming. I want to thank Adam and Amy tonight. Cooper Kearns in at quarterback for the Bobcats. And he'll hand it off to the deep back. Not a lot there for Kilo White. Off the left side, he'll be wrapped up. That'll get the clock moving, and that was the full intent of that play, is to get this thing running again. With 1:25 to go.
Yeah, 2-yard loss there. Cooper Kearns, I had the chance to visit with his dad, Chad Kearns, on the way up to the press box earlier.
I wonder why you were late.
That would be it.
Second and long as Kearns waits to see the official put his arm up, signaling that there's 5 seconds left in the play clock. He'll snap the ball again. White with the carry. Trying to come near side to get to the outside, and the boom gets lowered as on the tackle. That time Winston Harper did come up and lower the boom on White, and that was a violent collision. And it would be 3rd and long as the Bobcats seniors take the field for one final play, it does look like. A senior-laden Bobcat lineup. Coach Gunn opting to get his seniors all on the field for one final play. And it does look like they're going to take a delay of game with that, but I think the intention was just to get them all one time together, and whether they take a knee or run a play, I don't know. They got a lot of guys probably playing out of position here, but
I don't think they may have got the delay game. I'm sure a lot of them were arguing who was going to play right guard. You think?
Because there's 12 guys on the field. You can't get all the seniors out there because you had too many. So nice try. Who's the odd guy out, right? The Cats in the victory formation. They'll take a knee here. That'll keep the clock going, and indeed that'll do it right there. As the Bobcat seniors on senior night, parent night, they will get a victory and hopefully punch a ticket to the postseason. 49-22. The final score tonight. Bobcats run their season record now to 7-3 and 3-2 in league play. The Colts will fall to 2-8 and 1-3. Once again, tonight's final score: Cambridge 49, the Colts 22. Stay tuned. Our post-game wrap-up coming up in a few moments. We'll have our stats, scoring, and our Crino's Pizza of Cambridge players of the game. We'll be back right after this.
Do you or someone you know need assistance paying for prescription medications? The Area Agency on Aging Region 9 is working to identify Medicare beneficiaries who may qualify for the Extra Help program. This program can assist to help pay prescription drug costs, monthly premiums, annual deductibles, co-pays, and provide gap coverage which is associated with the Medicare prescription drug plan. Please contact our office at 740-435-4904 to see if you qualify.
Everyone goes to Theo's restaurant. Everyone goes to Theo's, my favorite restaurant. For homemade cooking, lots of fun. Theo's the place for everyone. Everyone goes to Theo's restaurant.
Advanced, patient-centered orthopedic care. The precise treatment you need. Because balancing your life is so much easier with orthopedic care right here at home. Southeastern Med, your community hospital.
Thanks, Daniel. Once again, our final score here, 49-22. Bobcats close out their regular season 7-3. It is senior night. Seniors and their families celebrating on the field, certainly for the Bobcats. For the Colts, their seniors go home tonight. Maybe not so much a celebration as their season comes to a close. 2-8 and 1-3 in league play with the loss. Certainly our thoughts go out to Connor Roberts. He left the field with some assistance there late in the ball game. We hope he's going to be all right, but he's going to be one of our guys that we'll mention here a little bit later on. A tough guy when they talk about leaving it all out on the field. Certainly he did that tonight. It was the Colts tonight that took it to the Bobcats early on, taking advantage of a Bobcat turnover. The Colts scored first, 6-0 as Roberts took it into the end zone, making it 6-0. The Cats would respond. William Lowe from 18 yards out late first period. The Cats would lead at 7-6, but the Colts would respond in kind. Roberts would find Ferguson from 10 yards out, add the extra point pass to Parker Black. 14-7, the Colts would lead it, but that would be their last hurrah of the night. The Bobcats would score 4 more times in the second period. Rusty Hayhurst from 49 yards out, William Lowe from 42. Hayhurst would punch it in from 2 yards away. And just before half, William Lowe from 25 yards out would make the halftime score 35-14, and the Cats would never look back. They had had an 18-yard scoring pass from Snodgrass to Alex Valentine in the third period, a 1-yard Hayhurst run, before the Colts would add a late touchdown, Davis Black to Parker Black from 40 yards out. The extra point drive was good. Final score tonight, 49-22. The Bobcats with the win over top of the Colts, snapping the Colts winning streak at 1 game as they defeated the Bobcats last year as well. You're listening to our post-game report brought to you by AVC Technical Services. If you're having problems with your computer, check out the guys at AVC Tech. Email them or give them a call. Get your computer back up running fast. Every week, we have a couple of our sponsors sponsor our plays and drives of the game. Our Dirty Dog Pet Salon and Sitting Play of the Game, brought to you by Dirty Dog Pet Salon. Have your dog groomed at Dirty Dog Pet Salon, located on Cochran Avenue in Cambridge. A lot of big plays in this one, but the one the Colts took advantage of early was a miscue by the Bobcats. Their first pass attempt of the game went off the hands of a Cambridge receiver and right into the hands of one of the defenders for the Colts, setting the Colts up for their first score at the Cambridge 37. They would take advantage of that. That is our Dirty Dog Pet Salon play of the game. Drive of the game each week, sponsored by Buckeye Tours. If you're thinking of taking a trip, call Buckeye Tours at 439-1977 or stop by their office on Wheeling Avenue. Our drive of the game, take your pick. The Bobcats had a couple of long drives, some 8-9 play, 80 yards, and so did the Colts, a 9-play, 80-yard drive that gave them the lead back. But the drive of the game tonight for the Bobcats, methodical drive at the end of the first half there, as the Cats used 7 plays to go 60 yards and score the final points of the first half right as the clock hits zeros to really put this game out of reach, 35-14. Our drive of the game brought to you by Buckeye Tours. And each week, of course, our players of the game, sponsored by Crino's Pizza of Cambridge. They'll get a large pizza, 2 liters of their favorite soft drink, Crino's Pizza of Cambridge. Uses only the freshest ingredients. Call them tonight. Get your post-game pizza at 432-2200. We picked one for each team tonight. Kind of fitting for the Bobcats. William Lowe going over the 1,000-yard mark. Added a couple of more touchdowns to his resume. A sack on the night. And for the Colts, senior as well, who added a couple of more stats to his extensive resume before he was injured tonight, Connor Roberts. Congratulations to both those guys, respectively, for their teams tonight. Good representatives, good sportsmen, and good athletes as well. Our Crinos of Cambridge, players of the game. Tommy, we've given you plenty of time to check, double-check, recheck, call in your stats, and call the stat man. And maybe we'll give you a quick timeout before we come back and let you get all that together. And I think I will. 49-22, our final score. We're going to take one more break before we come back and wrap this one up here from Cambridge City Park and McFarland Stadium. We'll be back right after this. Back to McFarland Stadium. 49-22, your final score tonight as the football team, the band members, the seniors from both of those respective groups are on the field celebrating, and their teammates and family members on the field recording it for posterity. Bobcats picking up a win here that they hope will propel them into the postseason. Cambridge band also moving on to their state tournament next Friday night. So should the Bobcats advance into the playoffs, they would be bandless for that final game, but or that next game, we should say. But Tommy, you've had plenty of time to put it all together. Your moment, drum roll, please.
Oh,
here we go.
I tell you what, Meadowbrook unofficially 115 yards rushing. They were led by Brady Blattner with 67, and Connor Roberts with 40. Passing, Meadowbrook had 142 yards passing. Parker Black led the way with 75 yards receiving. And it was Timmy Ferguson with 35 yards and Easton Black with 32. So total yards for Meadowbrook, 257 yards total offense for Cambridge. It was the ground and pound attack of Lowe and Hayhurst. Lowe with 183 yards rushing, Hayhurst with 137 of Cambridge's 250 yards on the ground. And then Cambridge had 114 yards passing. They were led by Valentine with 72, Lepla with 24. Also, Tuttle chipped in with 27, and Alex Valentine had 13. So 114 yards passing, but Cambridge, the rushing attack, pretty impressive. 183 from Lowe and 137 from Hayhurst. That just proved to be too much.
Yeah, each one of them added 3 touchdowns on the night as well. William Lowe, our Creano's Pizza of Cambridge player of the game. Connor Roberts single-handedly tried to keep his team floating around there till he left with an injury, but you have to like his senior leadership. I'm sure if he'd had his druthers and able to, he'd have tried to find a way to get back on the field, but unfortunately had to check out with that injury. So the Cats.
But 352 yards rushing, BK, on the night for Cambridge, 466 yards total offense.
That is a ton of yards on the field. And this game started out that way. I mean, it was 14-14 in the second period as both these teams went up and down the field. Then the Cat defense, wondered if either defense would show up, and they finally did late in that second period. But it was Cambridge's offense that was very opportunistic. They took advantage of field position. And for like 6 drives in a row, the Bobcats scored touchdowns. I mean, when you can do that and keep the other team's offense off the field, you're going to be pretty successful.
Yeah, and Cambridge getting the win they needed, bragging rights, but even bigger, hopefully a chance for them to play next week in Week 11. And for Meadowbrook, they came in 2-7. I thought they played with a lot of energy. They were well prepared and ready to play. It's just that rushing attack. Midway through the second quarter, they just finally broke with that vaunted rushing attack at Cambridge, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
We want to wish all the seniors on both teams tonight the best of luck. It is the final game for many of them tonight, and hopefully they will have bright futures and be very successful. And for the Bobcats, that's kind of that, you're in that touchy ground. Is tonight your final game, or are you going to have one more chance? And that's still yet to be decided. There's games that haven't quite completed there. Philo, last we saw, was losing to Tri-Valley, and if they're out, probably the Bobcats could be in. There's still a couple of other games that have been decided or haven't been decided. Heath, who was down 28-14, now ahead 34-31 over Johnstown, who was leading in the region. Going in, both those teams have secured a playoff spot, but where are they going to be and who's going to play who? That all you're going to have to wait to find out. And we probably won't know till certainly tomorrow or later in the weekend, but you'll be able to check results on yourradioplace.com. We'll keep you up to date on who's in, who's out, and who's going where And should we have local teams in the postseason, we'll be there to cover that action for you.
Oh, absolutely. And BK, I want to send out special thoughts and prayers to former Meadowbrook grad Brian Underwood, who's in the hospital and kind of had a rough day and not doing real well at the moment. So, Bubby, our thoughts and prayers are with you, my man.
We send out our best to him as well. We want to thank our crew here, Adam Green and Amy Stillion, an excellent job here streaming this live, and hopefully you've enjoyed that. Who knows if we'll continue that? Probably not so much into the postseason. We tried it here, and I think we got a good response from those people that liked it. If you saw it and you liked it, let us know, and that's something we may continue into the basketball season as well. Back at the station, Daniel Barnett, excellent job there as well, paying all the bills. We appreciate your efforts as well. My man Tommy Strasser, he'll be on the night plane to Tampa tonight. He's got to see his beloved Raiders this weekend, and pass along our best to all of them, and hopefully for a good fantasy weekend as well. For the rest of the AVC sports team, until the postseason hits us or basketball season is upon us, I'm Bill Kafuri. The Bobcats with the win tonight, 49-22. Good night, everyone.
This has been a presentation of ABC Sports.